that everything is fine.
Now there's sound. I forgot to press one button. One button, god damn it. And I'm a fucking professional. I don't know how I missed the one fucking button.
Fucking professional. This is what's gonna happen. You guys are gonna hear a couple banging there, some chairs flying, and then Pantelis. Sorry, I'm late, guys.
So yeah,
Poseidon is knocked out on the floor.
Ladies and gentlemen, don't forget, head on over to patreon.com/Pantelis. That's where you catch my exclusive show, In Bed with Poseidon. Last episode was a solo episode. You can go catch it. It was a good time. People enjoyed it. Also, that's where you get the bonus tapes. That's where you get everything early. Also, the Poseidon69 on Instagram and Twitter for me, and twitch.tv/Poseidon69. I haven't live streamed. It's been a minute, but I will. And for George, you've got the Backstage podcast. He's wearing a shirt of it. He's wearing merch, his own merch. Show your merch. There you go. Backstage podcast, where what do you do exactly? You interview people behind the scenes type of thing.
Different people that I bring on that work behind the scenes, whether in politics or in social affairs, or anyone that contributes to our society that has some value to share. They're part of the Backstage podcast. And then there's Just As Dads, where along with two other buddies, we just talk a little, about anything related to fatherhood, parenthood, raising kids, and all that kind of stuff. So new episode of that coming out today, right after the episode, so at noon.
Nice. All right, that's about it for now. And don't forget, Phil Balabanos has a website, and I think that's about it. What do we got on the news today?
I miss Phil. Where the hell is he?
I don't know. He's been a little bit busy.
Fuck. Well, it's a good thing that he's busy, but
he no longer cares about us, George.
He no longer cares about us. Fuck.
Yeah.
Shit. That's not fun. That's not good.
It happens.
How are you, buddy?
Good, and you?
I'm okay. How have you been since Wednesday?
Since Wednesday?
The last live, bro. The last time we saw each other.
I've been good. I've been very good.
Good stuff. You said that you said that you were working on something for this episode.
I was?
Yeah, I don't know.
Hold on. Start with the news, George. Start with the news. Hold on. Start with the news.
All right, guys. I don't know what Poseidon is doing back there, honestly, so we'll just get started. All right, let's just go first to Quebec. There was an announcement, obviously, yesterday by government with the health minister as well. Things are going well. Things, we seem to be seeing the end of this whole thing that we've been caught into the last year and a half. The issue now is, where is our health system going to be post-pandemic? We know that when COVID-19 happened, everything kind of stopped in the hospitals. Everything was 100% focused on dealing with a pandemic. And we've spoken on other episodes as well, where there was a delay in certain surgeries because those wards in the hospital, how the math works, I don't know how the logistics work. But imagine the damage that this pandemic has done in about a year and a half, where you have over or close to 150,000 people that are just still waiting to be operated on. So he did note as well that the actual list of people, it could be far higher than 145,000. Quebec recorded a 24% drop in the number of people being referred by their healthcare providers to get onto surgical waiting lists, which is normal because fewer people were actually visiting their specialists, or they had decided to put the procedures off. So that's it. Dubé encouraged all those who might be on this, quote, invisible list, because we don't know how many people are on it. So he encouraged everyone to contact their doctors or general practitioners or specialists so that they could be added onto the official waiting list, so that the government could start making its plans and getting us out of that hole that we're in. And that's it. I see Pantelis is back. Is your mic on, buddy?
My mic, of course, is on. I was born with a mic in my mouth.
How's it going, man?
I'm good. I didn't want to stop your flow. I was listening to your talk of surgeries.
Yeah. Well, so I mean, there's been an enormous waiting list of COVID-19. Catch up there. So hopefully everything will go well. I don't know.
All right, George. Well, you have choppy internet, but I still love you.
Do I?
Yeah, okay. A little bit. You know how it goes sometimes Friday mornings. the South Shore Bosnian shit kicks in. But it's okay. You guys will soon join the second world.
So how happy are you? The Euro is starting today. Are you going to be watching that at all, or?
Yeah, of course. I have a couple of meetings today, so hopefully I can make it in time for the opener to watch Turkey, Italy. It's fine. There's a guy at the grocery store that I see, cool dude. Every time I see him, he's we always fist bump. We talk about various sports. He's the only other black guy in there, so he's the guy I'm going to talk to. And yesterday, I think this guy thinks I'm Turkish. Because yesterday he's like, oh, the Euro. I'm like, yeah, I'm so excited. He's like, tomorrow, bro, you're going to watch fucking Turkey's playing tomorrow. And then he stopped there. And I was like, the fuck do I care if it's Turkey? Why you only stop at Turkey? I go, you didn't say it's Turkey, Italy, so you could assume I want to watch the match. I go, why would you assume that that's the team that I'm going for? I was a little offended.
You know how I feel? I feel that, and I don't know, maybe it's just me that has kind of disconnected, and maybe I'm just completely out of the game. But I feel like there's much less excitement than there used to be for these types of tournaments. I remember the World Cup and the Euro Cup. I don't know if people are still excited or if it's just me that's completely disconnected from everything and I don't see it. I just get the impression that, I don't know, man, a couple of years ago or maybe back in the day, everyone was pretty much on the edge, waiting for these things to happen. Like months before, we were talking about it, getting prepared. There were more, I think, commercials even. I feel like there's not that much happening. Am I wrong?
There's not that much happening. I mean, the world stopped for a year, so everything's kind of different. Even in Europe, it's a little weird right now. It's touch and go. But there are still, like, there's a lot of excitement. Like, I'm excited. I watched the qualifiers. I know what's going on. I'm rooting for Italy. I think Italy has one of the best chances of winning the tournament the way they've been playing. But the Turks don't have a bad team either. And they've had some players that have been on fire this season with the regular teams. So I don't know. It's gonna be an exciting tournament. Though. I'm psyched.
Yeah, I've been reading a lot about that, and there's a lot of people that are vouching for France. I don't know. Apparently, they have a killer team as well.
Well, France always has a good team. Imagine if they were French. If they were all French, though, they wouldn't have a good team. But yeah, Africa definitely has a good united team.
Yeah.
But I like. Well, there's a few players on the French team that I like, so it would be nice if they win. But what's his name? N'Golo Kante. Him. That's who I like. So if France wins, I'm happy for him.
Explain to me how countries in the Middle East qualify for the tryouts for the tournament.
What do you mean for the tryouts? What are you talking about?
Like the qualifiers, like Israel and all these other countries. Which one? Egypt. Is Egypt in the? Do they qualify for the Euro?
No. You have to be.
I remember
the only
Egypt.
reason
No,
why
I'm
Egypt
sure,
is not. Egypt plays in the African zone. The only reason why they make Israel go the European zone is because all their neighbors hated them and they were scared if they get killed. That's it. That's literally it. That's all there is to it.
So they don't play in any other league?
Well, what do you mean league? You're talking about the national team now or the domestic leagues? I feel like you're mixing. I feel like I'm talking to a fucking 70-year-old about computer chips.
No, but I mean domestically, like
domestically they have the Israeli league, but they're part of.
They don't play any other. Like, there's nothing happening there other than the African League.
What? No. Are you talking about Israel or are you talking about Africa?
Yeah. No, Israel.
Israel has their own domestic league like every other country on the planet. And they also, but they're part of UEFA, so they get to play for Champions League, Europa League. They're part of the European system.
Right. Okay.
Every country that plays international soccer.
I thought they would for sure play in the African League.
No, you can't play. You can't play in two. You have to be in one. And the only reason why they're in the European one, like I said, is because they were scared of their neighbors killing them.
Right.
Yeah. So
how is soccer the gayest sport ever? It's pretty cool.
Soccer's not gay at all. Soccer's really good.
I don't know.
Yeah.
And you're right, Olga. I am channeling my inner Poseidon right now. I'm not a sports guy. I mean, I used to follow soccer.
You literally said, like, a last episode when I said you're not a sports guy, you're like, I am a sports guy. And then now you're no longer a sports guy. What's going on, George? You picked one.
You said you're not a Habs fan. Big difference.
I'm not a Habs fan, but I'm not a Habs hater. I'm happy that they're winning. I'm just indifferent to the whole thing. I'm happy for the city being happy.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, same thing with, like now, I don't have a horse in the race. There's no grease. They didn't qualify, but so I don't.
Still going in. Yeah.
Yeah. So, but I still enjoy it. Like, I still enjoy watching certain teams win and other teams lose. So it's a good time.
Yeah. So it looks like we're going to be playing the Vegas Knights. And I think that's exciting. I mean, Pacioretty coming back, and there's a lot of Quebecers, no, in the Vegas team,
Vegas in
isn't it?
general. Poseidon, you want to go take care of that? And I just spoke to Nabil too.
Oh, fuck, yeah, I can hear that.
Yeah.
Jesus
Yeah.
Christ, man, guys, I really don't understand
And
how
tell
you guys.
Nabil also.
I
Yeah,
have no idea how you guys do any work in there.
Well, they're
Jeez.
they're getting served papers today.
Right.
So yeah, and I just spoke to him in the hallway too. This is crazy. He's like, yeah, it's not gonna happen. You have a schedule.
It's like
And
a
then we're
fucking
live
plane
and this-
landing, dude.
Yeah.
God
Yep. That's what's happening.
damn. Anyway, do you remember a couple episodes ago when I spoke to you about this infighting in the Green Party with respect to the conflict in Israel?
I couldn't hear you, George. Say it again.
Remember when we spoke about the infighting that existed in the Green Party in Ottawa with respect to the conflict in Israel, where some
Oh
members
yeah,
came
yeah,
out
yeah.
and
What
supported
happened with that?
Palestine?
I never heard a
Okay.
follow up.
Yeah, well, see, those this crazy things happening up in Ottawa. You had Annemie Paul. Annemie Paul is the leader of the Green Party. She doesn't sit in the House. She's not elected in the House.
She doesn't
So
sit in the
she
house.
sits
She's
outside
more of
the
a
house.
backyard lady.
Yeah, so she has one of her main advisors was a Jewish fella, and he was enraged when he heard the members of parliament come out in favor of Palestine, and they were calling for the end of the apartheid state and all that stuff. And all hell broke loose, right? He's like, we're going to do everything to get you out of the party, blah, blah, blah. So these MPs complained to the leader,
Mhm.
and they got this guy fired. So he lost his job. Anyway, there's this. The infighting has been going on for weeks now, and yesterday we find out that the MP that started this whole thing, that made a statement supporting Palestine, her name is Jenica Atwin. Well, she just crossed the floor and she went to the Liberals. So this was announced yesterday.
I saw a headline in my Google feed.
Yeah. Yeah. So that's the girl that started this whole thing. Her name is Jenica Atwin. She gets elected out of New Brunswick. She's the MP for Fredericton. So she crosses the floor. So basically she created history for the Green Party in the last election. She won the very first seat in Atlantic Canada. She had defeated, I think he was a Liberal guy in Fredericton. So she defeated him. And along with Paul Manley and the former Green leader Elizabeth May, the Greens now had 3 sitting MPs in what was their largest ever caucus in the history of the party. So definitely her departure from the party is a setback, obviously, because the party they forever sought to have more influence in Parliament, but it's also according to a lot of analysts, it's considered a huge coup for the Liberals because they're always looking to rally more progressive minded voters around the party. And obviously that seems to indicate that there is an election looming, but I do have more to say about the elections coming because something happened this week that I think has confirmed that there is going to be an election much sooner than later. So anyway, back to Atwin. She said that she's still going to stand for, even though she's standing for a different party in the next elections, her priorities and her values will remain the same. She said that she has never fully, been partisan at the federal level. She says that it's always been difficult for her to choose which party flag to fly over her head.
Okay, why not the flag of Canada?
Yeah.
This is what I hate about these fucking people is I don't know which team to choose. I don't know, maybe the people that fucking voted for you. Maybe the people that live here. Who gives a shit about your political teams?
Yeah, but in order to fly the Canada flag, you got to go under a banner, right? So
Well, she's already in, no?
Well, I don't know what the hell she's gonna do, but it's very strange because look, she vowed basically to fight, for aggressive climate action and to oppose fracking and other projects like the Trans Mountain Pipeline, and these are all projects that the Liberal government, is actually in process of building. So the Liberal government is actually in favor of fracking. They've been fighting for years now to get that Trans Mountain Pipeline deal done. she's been against that. Now she's in their caucus. It'll be interesting to see exactly where she stands on these things. So I don't know. It's just very strange to me, you know.
She's in their
So there
caucus,
you go.
all right.
So next elections, you're gonna have a green person sitting with the liberals. I can see how that helps them. I mean, I don't know.
Look,
what
George, I want to see the day where a green person could sit next to a white person, a black person, a purple person, and we just call them people.
and be taken seriously. Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway, so that's what's going to happen. I'm just curious to see exactly how this will unfold. I don't know if there was this trend. I don't follow the politics, the local politics, and the local trends in the Maritimes. She won out of Fredericton. Nobody really knew who she was, but she did beat a long-standing member of the Liberal Party over there. So it was a huge victory for them in New Brunswick. Now, there's speculation on whether or not they can make her minister, because she's also married to someone that is very close to the Aboriginal causes. So there's a lot of speculation going around that way. So we'll see what happens. In any case, the Parliament is in session only until the 21st of June, and there's a lot of weird stuff happening, man. Right now, this week and next week, which we're going to talk about. But before we talk about that, I want to talk to you about, and I'm sure you saw this. I don't know if you saw it, but if you didn't, I mean, this is the funniest shit that came into my feed this whole week. This is out in the U.S. I mean, look, let's just set the stage for a second. So we know that climate change is this, controversial thing in the U.S. There's people that are on all sides of the spectrum. We understand that it's very serious. It's also very complex, but there is a Republican member of Congress that seems to have found the solution. I tweeted this the other day. So this happened at a House Natural Resources Committee hearing. There was a hearing on natural resources. It was on Tuesday.
Where?
This man.
You saw the House?
Yeah. This is in Congress. So a Republican by the name of Louis Gohmert, he's a representative from Texas. He asked a senior U.S. Forest Service official whether there was anything that the agency could do to change the Earth's or the moon's orbits. So I'm reading this and I'm like, this has to be a joke. I mean, this is a prank. It can't be real. I mean, there can be people that actually believe that, right? And this is exactly his quote. All right, he says, "I was informed by the immediate past director of NASA that they found that the moon's orbit is changing slightly, and so is the Earth's orbit around the sun. We know there's been significant solar flare activity.
Yes.
And so, is there anything that the National Forest Service can do to change the course of the moon's orbit or the Earth's orbit around the sun? Obviously, that would have profound effect on our climate." I'm reading this and I'm like, this cannot be real.
Like, is he saying, like, we strap rockets to the Earth and try to push it one way?
I don't know what the fuck he's talking about. So then the guy that he's talking to, the guy that works at this this government service, says, and this I quote, he goes, "I will have, well, sir, I'll have to follow up with you on that one." And then the other guy replies, "Yeah, well, if you figure out a way that you in the Forest Service can make that change, I'd like to know."
Okay, that's completely absurd, but it's all, dude. I still get comments from flat earthers that don't believe that the moon is real. Like, how can you prove it? And I keep saying, I don't know, wait till it's, night and then look up, stupid. But I don't know. I can't, if they don't believe that, bro, what do you want me to fucking tell them?
I've actually looked, because I've told you this before. There's a member of my family that's a flat earther. I don't know how the fuck that happened. There's a gene that probably went off somewhere. And I said the exact same thing. I'm like, but it's very simple, dude. Look up in the fucking sky. You look at the sun in the day. You look at the moon at night. And you know what the answer was?
What?
No, dude, it's not a sphere. It's a disc. It's round, but it's not a globe. And I'm like, what the fuck are you talking about, man? So the explanation that they give, or I don't know if all flat earthers give, but the explanation that he gave is that, no, you see it's round, but it's not a globe. It's not a sphere. It's a disc.
Yeah, it's put there. It's fake, and stars are plasma energy from the gods. Yeah, I know. I heard it all. It's kind of my fault too that this is happening. It's because of people like me. Because the thing is, I was willing to entertain certain conspiracies if there's some kind of factual basis to look into them, right? And then people are like, yo, that guy seems trendy. I too will go into conspiracies, but they just go into anything. They're like, yo, koalas are really secret agents. They're here from another planet. Yep, of course they are. Like, just anything you tell them, they're going to believe. And then you try to refute with science, and then they go, I don't believe that. Why? Because your science is faulty because it came from scientists, and they're out there to lie. They're like, all right, what about the ancients? I don't believe in anything before the 1800s.
Nothing existed.
Yeah, and I'm like, okay, well, if that's the game we're fucking playing, I omit anything that contradicts what I'm saying. That's not true. It's fucking crazy.
Yeah. So, cause when this happened, I first of all I couldn't believe that anyone was a flat earther around me. I'm like, there's no fucking way we're related. So we're having this conversation, and the arguments that were coming out were like, yeah, because you're like, dude, there's pictures, there's images, there's satellite footage that we have. He goes, no, that's all fake. It's all NASA trying to make you believe what they want. And I'm like, okay, let's assume that NASA has this secret agenda. Okay, they have a hidden agenda. They want all of us to believe that it's round when in reality it's flat.
They have a hidden agenda, but it's not that.
No, but let's assume that that's the case. All right.
Yeah.
NASA isn't the only one in space. You have the Chinese that are in space. You have
known
the
liars. Known liars. Go on.
You know what I mean? So it's like we were stuck in this Cold War period for fucking decades. And the Russians were in space. Do you not think that when the Russians went into space,
they would have fucked us over, yeah.
And they realized that Earth is flat and that NASA has been lying to us that it's round? Do you not think that it would be the first thing that'd be out? Don't you think
except that
like,
it's NASA didn't create
this. It's not round; it's flat. And NASA's been fucking with you. Don't you think that would have happened?
Didn't even invent. This is what bothers me is that they're like NASA. We, the Greeks, I've been saying this for thousands of fucking years. This isn't a NASA invention.
No, I know, but
I forgot everything that happened before the 1800s wasn't real. I forgot about that.
No, but they're calling the footage fake, and you're telling them that okay.
But a lot of the footage is fake. By the way, like a lot of photos, they do what's it called? Water, bro. What the fuck's it called? They basically, it's like it's what McDonald's used to do and a lot of restaurants on their burger photos.
Water painting.
Water painting, yeah. It just looks, but they do that apparently because it would look too fucked up. They used to. I don't know. Now maybe we have cameras that they don't need to do that shit. So that's what I'm saying is people use facts, and then they attribute the fact that let's say something's fake. I don't know. Like let's say Poseidon got into an accident, right? Then they attribute that to like Poseidon got into an accident. Poseidon gets into an accident every day. He doesn't know how to drive at all. That's what they do. They attribute something small. They attribute something that really happened, and then they try to make it fit in their theory. This is happening. Therefore, this must also be true. Same thing with like the moon. You know, NASA lies, which is true. NASA has lied. They've hit stuff. Because they lie, the moon doesn't exist. Wait, what? Like that can't. That's crazy. That's a fucked up leap.
No.
That's what they do, though.
By the way, did you guys see the clip of the astronauts? They were doing like how gravity works thing, and then at some point the gravity didn't work and the ball fell.
I don't believe in astronauts, bro.
No, but did you see that clip?
No, I didn't see the clip.
I saw the clip.
So what were they doing? They were doing a study,
yeah,
or
they were
testing
doing
like a zero gravity
how
thing.
Gravity works, and they were doing like a zero gravity thing.
Oh, they were in space?
Yeah, they were supposedly in space. And
space doesn't even exist.
And they were passing stuff around, you know, and look how it floats. And then the one ball, I think one of the astronauts let it go, and it's supposed to float. It's in space. There's no gravity, and it just fell to the ground.
Well,
they were super nervous.
Well, what do you mean? They were super nervous. But what do you mean it's supposed to float?
Like it's supposed to just float there. Hold on, look, I'll show you.
Because even they go down a bit and up, no? Show us the video. Fucking Poseidon right now is about to destroy NASA. Watch this.
No. Hold on.
Maybe
the stream is
gonna gravity chamber.
The stream is gonna get shut down any minute now. And while he looks that up, I completely forgot to start the show with this, but I should say it now. Congratulations to our boy, Olivier Aubin-Mercier.
Oh shit!
Who yesterday, in his I guess his Pro Fight League debut, because it's the first fight he has in 2 years after the UFC, he got 3 points by beating the shit out of his opponent. He literally dominated. Did you watch it?
No.
It looked like a lion hunting for food.
Really?
Just 3 rounds of him beating the shit out of someone.
Really?
It was a good time. It was a good
Savagery.
time. Yeah, it was savage. I'm very happy for him.
You know this guy?
Yeah, Olivier, man. He's here. Comes
Okay.
on the podcast. I'm waiting until he's back. I'll invite him back on so he could talk about his big victory.
Nice.
Yeah, it was. You know what? They have Lillian Garcia doing the ring announcing, which is really cool. The only thing they're missing, no joke, that I think would set it next level is if they had a good ringside commentator. I'm not saying it should be me, but it probably should be me.
So you're not talking about the UFC. This is a different.
Yeah, the pro fight league. They have a whole different system. So now instead of it being kind of almost random of who's fighting next, and all that, they have a system where you like soccer. You get points fighting in the regular season, and then you get enough points, you make it to the playoffs, and then they put you in tournament brackets. It's pretty cool. But I do think that's all they're missing. All they're missing is a good ringside announcer, which is why I'm going to throw my hat in there. Like, I'll take over. I'll make it exciting.
Let's go.
I mean, it's been proven before. You get a comedian and a podcaster to do these ringside things, success is inevitable. Let's just redo the formula.
Is this North America or from anywhere they get the fighters?
The fighters are from everywhere. In this instance, because of everything that's happening, it was in Atlantic City, the pay-per-view yesterday. But in general, they have people from everywhere. They have Kazakhstan, Brazil, Dagestan, wherever you want, like every other fighting thing.
Right.
Yeah.
Why would you go there and not UFC? Is it because you don't qualify for UFC, or
me? Am I, or proverbially?
These fighters, yeah.
No, some fighters are from the UFC. It all depends. Either, well, it's not qualify. It's so there's a limit, right? If you want to fight, you can't. Not every fighter in the world can fight, right? At every opportunity. So either you're out of the UFC, you lost too many fights there, you don't want to be there, or your contract with the UFC if you're not happy with, or the UFC doesn't even know who you are and you have an opportunity. There's many reasons why they'll go to different leagues. It's not, but I know that people, even like big stars, they leave the UFC sometimes just because of contract disputes.
Yeah.
So that's basically it. It's where, you want to fight, you want to play your career, and that's
yeah. I heard about this fight that they were planning between George St. Pierre and what's his face, the Mexican boxer there, Oscar De La Hoya.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and apparently it didn't go through because St. Pierre is still contracted by the UFC, and Dana White had issues and whatever.
Yeah. So. Also, De La Hoya would get killed.
If it was only boxing?
Even if it was only boxing, De La Hoya would get killed. Right now, De La Hoya, cross-dressing De La Hoya with one-handed fucking arm stand St. Pierre. Dude, GSP, you have him on Instagram, bro? GSP's fucking eating and working out and banging every day. This guy's he's working out and being a playboy at the same time. He's doing movies while he's working. The guy's in fucking tip-top shape. Yeah. The guy comes in here, he's going to beat the shit out of me and Poseidon. Yeah.
Yeah, that's because you don't know what you're doing. But when you're going up against, Oscar De La Hoya hasn't fought in fucking years too.
That's what I'm saying,
yeah.
Well, I know some of what I'm doing. He'd still kick the shit out of me. If you give me a year to train, George St. Pierre will still beat the shit out of me. Like, it's George St. Pierre, bro. This guy's on another level. If you give me a year to train, there are many people I could probably beat, But George St. Pierre is not one of them, bro. He's gonna kick the shit out of you, bro.
Yeah, so they had him on the French radio, and they were discussing that, and he was pretty much saying that I could have gone legally because technically we could, but I mean the UFC still is employing him, so he didn't want to create that buzz. He goes, look, my contract ends in a couple of years, so as soon as that's done, maybe we can start talking again. That would be an interesting fight, though. I mean, I don't know. Assuming that De La Hoya can still fight, I don't know how old is De La Hoya anyway.
I don't know. In boxer years or in drag years?
Is there a difference?
There might be. That's why I'm asking. I just want to get everything correctly. Here's the other funny thing. I think what we should do, because Olivier Aubin was one of our first 5 guests, I think, on 2 Drink Minimum years ago, okay, 2018. Right. And we had a conversation, and he saw it coming. I saw it coming too. We were fortune tellers that the future and the money is in celebrity MMA. Okay? People thought we were joking. And then he went on the internet. He's like, I'm not joking. I personally believe this is the future. That's where the money's at. You guys don't see it coming. He saw it coming like a fortune teller. We've been talking about it for years. We're like, fuck, man, we got to do something in Quebec because clearly that's the future. This is days after Mayweather made $100 million and Logan Paul made $20 million to fight each other in a ridiculous exhibition.
How much did he make?
Mayweather made $100 million and Logan Paul made 20.
What?
Yeah.
What the? Are you sure? I read 10 million.
I read 10 million each a piece too before the fight, And then this week, they were talking about 100 million for Floyd.
That's insane.
Yeah, apparently this guy doesn't get out of bed for us. Anyways, even if he made $2 million to fucking fight. Anyway, it's crazy. But what I'm saying is, Mercier was correct. The future is celebrity MMA. Like, people want to see celebrities fuck around more than they care about professionals. So what I'm suggesting is this. Logan Paul and his brother Jake Paul versus George St. Pierre and myself. In the octagon, all four at the same time. MMA rules. We can kick these kids in the head.
But what does that say about the sport, though? When you have all these like nobodies, like these, social media personalities that think they can.
The fact that you
they're
just
boxers.
casually threw out nobody when I said that I would fight is hurtful. I'm gonna do basically a public service by kicking both Logan brothers, Paul brothers, whatever the fuck they are, in the head.
Dude, these guys are fit, man. Say what you want about them.
They're very fit. They're very fit, and Logan Paul proved that he's very tough. He's very tough. However, he was fighting an old, small man.
Come on, man. Come on. Floyd Mayweather.
I'm just saying, look, Floyd Mayweather would beat me in a boxing match repeatedly. Floyd Mayweather in a street fight, I would have him in my pocket. I'm not scared of Floyd Mayweather. I'm calling him out right now. I'm calling him out right now. Floyd Mayweather, let's fucking do this.
Street fight.
I won't even train for the street fight with me and Floyd. I'm not scared of Floyd Mayweather. If I had to go in a ring with him with gloves, yeah, I would be fucking scared. There better be money on the table because I'm gonna get killed. In a street fight, I'm not fucking scared of Floyd Mayweather. Are you crazy?
Did you see? I'm
not scared of any man in a street fight. Huh?
Did you see the fight?
Yeah, I watched it.
I saw a couple clips. I'm like, I'm not gonna watch this shit. First of all, I didn't know how huge. What's his name? Logan Paul or Jake Paul? Who
Logan Paul, dude,
fight?
big. But it's double. He's a tall kid, and the other guy is very short. So combined, it looked.
Dude, the weight difference was like 30 pounds, man. It was.
He's
ridiculous.
a big fucking guy. And he's been training. I'm not taking anything away from him, and he's super tough. He took a lot of good hits. He's super tough, the kid. Yeah. I'm just saying, put these kids in an MMA ring where they're not saved, but like where they can get kicked in the head, submit. They're fucked.
But that's what I'm saying because I didn't watch it. I just saw a couple clips, and the kid took a lot of good punches, man.
Yeah, he took
and
a lot
there's
of
a lot of stuff online that I read that apparently it was fixed, like because it was
fixed.
a no knockdown thing.
No,
there was one where they're alleging that Mayweather is kind of holding
him up. Yeah, no, I saw that. It just looks. He wasn't holding him up. He was trying to punch him in the face. He was angry. It was just the way because Logan Paul was hugging him because he was going down. Which is fine. That's what happens. There's nothing to be ashamed of. Floyd Mayweather punching you in the face and you going down. There's nothing to be ashamed of there. The kid lasted all 8 rounds. There's nothing to be ashamed of.
Did he put in a couple punches though, or?
I think he got him good once, and that's where apparently Mayweather was like, "Oh, motherfucker."
Yeah, but dude, Mayweather has taken hits from stronger people. It just bothered him that it was an exhibition and he got hit a little hard. But he does that all the time. He waits the first couple rounds. He learns your style. He sees what you go to instinctually, and he's like, okay, he keeps going right, left, for example. Next time I'm going to wait, dodge. The second he goes that last left, I know he stops, I'm going to punch him in the fucking face. That's what he does. He's very good. He's, dude, the best ever at that defensive style, Floyd Mayweather. He's like from another planet.
But I don't understand. What does this exhibition mean? Like, you can't punch hard? Like, what does that mean?
No, all it meant was that under the rules, there's no judges, so there's no one declared winner. And there are knockouts. You could knock someone out. Like, how do you not knock someone out? That was part of the rules. If the guy's knocked out, he's knocked out. It's just that there's no winners, no judges. But people know who the winner is. Like, you could watch it. One guy beat the shit out of the other guy. But that's what it is. I just can't believe, exactly,
right.
Just like in the chat, I can't believe people paid to watch it. That's what's... luckily, we have, like, the best fans, so it was on our Discord. But I don't know who the fuck paid for that shit.
Well,
I don't know.
Anyway.
A lot of people, apparently.
Really?
Well, they made a shit ton of money. Well, but also, they probably made money from sponsors, too. They're very smart. Floyd Mayweather, man, another thing he's good at is this business thing. Bro, even, I told you, the water bottles and the Gatorade, all that, the cameras were on top, and he's like, did they pay to be here? Then they're not on the table. And they threw them out, yeah. Just like us now. You see that? See that? Look at that. You don't want to, that's it. You're not sponsoring us. Coffee people, we're never going to say what coffee place this is from. New cups from the Museum of Modern Art, by the way. And it got here from New York in 2 days.
Really?
In 2 days, it got here. So to the Museum of Modern Art in New York. Yeah, very efficient shipping. Thank you guys for the Greek coffee cups.
New cups. Who this?
2 fucking days, bro.
2 days.
Yeah.
Huh?
Sometimes we ship shirts and people message me a month later like, I like the shirt. You live 8 blocks from the studio. How the fuck did it take a month to get there?
Oh shit.
Let me talk to you guys a little bit about federal elections potentially happening this summer. I don't know. Again, I don't want to be wrong on this one. I already was wrong last year, but I have a hunch that they're much closer than later. So let me tell you guys what happened. I get a call last weekend. This lady that I know, a friend of mine, she helped me during my campaign. She ran in 2019 for with Justin Trudeau. She lost her campaign.
Is this Hillary Clinton?
No.
Okay, just making sure.
So she gives me a call on the weekend. She's like, "Hey, how are you? Do you have any time this week? Let's get together. I want to ask you some stuff." I'm like, "Oh, okay."
Sounds hot.
So I go over her house on Tuesday. So we sit outside, she had coffee and all that stuff. So, chit chat. And then she goes to me, "So I'm running again in the next federal election." I'm like, "Okay, that's cool. Okay." I'm like, "When is that?" She goes, "Well, we got to move quickly." I'm like, "What does that mean?" She goes, "Well, I need an organizer. I need a team, blah, blah, blah. I need your help and everything." So I'm like, wait a minute. Like, when are the elections happening? She goes, "Well, I can't really tell you, but it might be happening sooner than you think." Anyway, she couldn't really
I'm
tell
just
me
going to say, because, George, I have to stop you right there. Before you continue, imagine if I was in your shoes, right? I want people to understand how polite and what a nice guy George is. George is like, "Oh, all right, you're being vague and you're wasting my time. That's nice." If I was in your shoes, listen, you stupid fucking bitch. It's either you tell me what the fuck you want from me and what dates we're working with, or I'm leaving, dummy. This is why your husband left you. Anyways, go on. Go on.
So anyways, we're talking, whatever. So I come home, and then a couple days later, I'm reading in the newspaper that there was a motion passed in Ottawa to allow MPs to bid farewell to their constituents. I'm like, that's fucking strange. I mean, right before the session ends. So the session is ending on the 21st of June. And next week on the 15th, and maybe they're going to do it in 1 or 2 days. I'm not sure exactly how it's gonna happen. They're allowing for MPs to raise in the House and give a farewell speech to their constituents because they won't be presenting themselves again in the
farewell, peasants. I have enjoyed your tax dollars.
So I'm thinking, okay, why the hell would you even fucking do this, right? So there has to be something cooking. And in addition to that, there's an article that came out yesterday. There's an article that came out yesterday saying that the Liberals are frustrated that the Conservatives are blocking important bills that they need to pass before the end of the session. And they're going to do everything in their power to get them done before. I am convinced that we're probably going to have an election around maybe July, August, around there. So that we can go to the polls around September. Let's see. That's what I'm putting out there.
Look, man, I'm going to say one thing. The Conservatives, I'll tell you why they're a dumb party. Because they have that tool guy representing them. They should have had Poilievre, and right under him should have been that lady, the blonde one. Wham, bam. There we go. We got a team we like. Now they have this tool. Yeah.
I think Poilievre played his cards right. I think he pulled out of the race. I think he kind of had a hunch that maybe next time around wouldn't be the time that the Conservatives would get.
It'll be the one after.
Would get in. So he sat back, let them take the fall again. I have a feeling that if they do lose, they're probably going to kick O'Toole out. And
that's the strategy. He's like, we need this guy out. Let them kick him out because he lost, and then I'll jump in. Well, he's gonna run in like 2 years after people in Canada realize, like, wait a second, what do you mean the internet is censored? We can't talk. Everything's monitoring us. How the fuck did we become police state? Is that what we're waiting for? We're waiting for full on police state.
So I mean, look. First of all, I think that I really doubt that Trudeau can get a majority government. So let's assume that there's elections happening now in the fall, in the summer or early fall. Like let's say around August, September. Okay. I doubt that he's going to get a majority government, which means that we're going to be back into an election at some point in 2023. Usually minority governments, they last around that 16 to 18 months. It could be stretched more, but usually it's, you're within that window. Yeah, I mean, so they do the election. Let's say they lose. O'Toole is out. He runs in the race, and that's it. I mean, 2023. Maybe that's the year that they're looking to make the big bang. I don't know.
It's so crazy that people don't. I don't know. They.
If this thing goes through, you'll be saying the word "gay" online, and then this is all you're gonna hear. As soon as you say the word.
And who's driving Trudeau? Stop it! I don't know. We'll see.
By the way, I saw that clip that is circulating with Poseidon trying to get that fucking beep, the swearing beep thing.
Oh yeah. That Steph from Vegas clipped that from his in bed with Poseidon.
Synchronize that, man.
Because he's hilarious. He's a big cartoon bear.
And
that was his first day testing. I showed him all kinds of new features, and this is literally his reaction. He's like, "What do you mean?" And I go, "Oh well, now you can have these sound beds. You can have these sound effects. You could do this." He's like, "Like how? What do you mean?" Oh, it's very easy. It's just one button. You select what you want. You can put it here. It's one button. He's like, "Bro, are you fucking kidding me? I'm not going home. I'm gonna go take a shit. I'm gonna eat something. I'll be here all day." I was like, are you sure? I'm gonna fuck her right. I'm gonna do a live stream today, bro. I want to fuck her right. Like he was so excited. I was like, all right, man, knock yourself out. Learn all this.
This was my heartbeat once you showed me everything. It was just
look at that.
my heart racing.
The sound is dick.
George can't hear them.
George can't hear him.
George can't hear for some reason.
Oh yeah, I know why. I know why he can't hear him.
Because it goes through this thing, no?
Yeah. I get it. Okay, that makes sense why he can't hear them. Okay.
Yeah, but everyone else can.
If you change the mix minus, he can hear it.
Yeah, but then they won't be able to hear him.
I'm just telling you.
Oh, okay.
I'm just telling you that's what would change.
Yeah, but that's gonna be very tough, man. Because how do you know that the guy's about to swear so you can press that button right on time? And
that's why it was dumb. But if he knows that he's gonna swear, he could use it as a comic relief type of thing. So I'm kind of happy. I'm very happy that he's excited. The kid.
Comic relief, but you got to get it on, bro. It's like, hey guys, fuck, beep.
Yeah. That's why they're trying to censor us, bro. That's why Gilbo is putting these gag orders.
Let me try that one again. Beep, fuck, shit.
Yeah. So what's happening now with this? Why aren't we? Well, I know why we're not speaking about it because the media is bought and paid for here. But it's funny how the media is just completely avoiding now. Bill, was it C10?
Well, see, C10 is one of these 4 bills that they need to pass before the end of the session, along with, I think there's 4 in total. One of them has to do with...
Isn't it weird that that's a bill that they need to pass? A censorship bill for Canadian citizens on the internet. That's insane, bro.
Well, because you see what happens is that, let's say they don't pass these bills, right? Yeah. And then there's an election, and then come September or October, whenever that election is done, you're starting a whole new legislature. So those bills die. It's finished. It's done. You have to. There's a whole new process of introducing them. Like it can't continue. There's no flow. It's not like because the minute you call an election, the parliament closes. It shuts down. So you start fresh. You start from page 1 again with the new government. So that's why they're adamant, and that's why I think that probably they want to go into an election after the summer. So
they want to go into an election right after they've censored the internet so that we can't criticize them while they're running for an election.
Exactly what they
I'm
want
just
to
going to say that's, though, very shitty, very smart at the same time.
I mean, but
how are we going to stop people from talking shit about us? Make it illegal.
That's
the best idea you've had, Mr. Prime Minister. Thank you.
It's very difficult for me to see how they can get these 4 bills passed in a matter of 10 days. I mean, don't forget, it's not like in Quebec City where it's the actual MNAs that sit in committees and they do the reading of each article and then they pass it. This has to go to the Senate. The Senate has to figure out in their schedule a time where they have to sit and read it. Then they have to send it back to the House for a vote. Like, I mean, it's much more complex at the federal level. I don't know how or if it's possible within 10 days to do this, honestly. I really don't know. And I don't know how advanced they already are with the other bills. I have no idea. But it seemed as though Pablo Rodriguez, who's the leader of the House for the government, he was very upset that the Conservatives keep blocking and they're filibustering the whole thing. And
good.
He seemed a little concerned that the Parliament may close and these bills may not pass. And that's why, just based on that attitude, I'm kind of leaning on suspecting that there's an election coming.
Elect this dick. Yeah, let's see what happens. I just don't like the censorship. Vote for whoever the fuck you want. I just don't like the liberals. The balls on them to call themselves liberals, but to take away other people's liberties. It's crazy to me.
I'm also curious to see how the election will unfold. Right in the middle of a pandemic. I mean, we're not even done yet. I don't know. Are they gonna allow? Is it gonna be like the U.S. where they allowed like what they were voting for like a week or a weekend, or what was it in the U.S.? It wasn't a 1 day thing like it usually is. Like
This year?
election day lasted like 3 days in the States or something.
Well, yeah, because of all the fuckery that was afoot. But in general, you pretty much know by the next morning, kind of like it used to be here.
Yeah.
Did you see the G7 summit stuff?
Yeah, it's starting. We spoke about that last episode, but last episode it was the foreign affairs ministers that
Janet Yanis or whatever was talking about what she thinks we should be doing and all that shit, and that universal tax that we figured out was bullshit. By the way, now that the media is reporting on it, oh wait a second, this is just lip service. This is nonsense. Pantelis called it fucking 6 days ago. So go fuck yourselves. See, that's what happens. You start censoring the internet, you're never gonna know. But then when assholes like me call them out, they have no choice.
Yeah.
So are they dropping that entirely? I haven't.
They could drop it or not drop it. It's not going to make. It's not going. You know what it's like? It's like what Biden said to the military. He told the military, the biggest threat to America is global warming. Yeah. Okay. What do you want us to do? Should we shoot at the sky? Like, what the fuck, you dickhead? So talk to the scientists. Talk to industries. Stop polluting and shit. You fucking animal. It's the dumbest fucking thing. Guys, you're here to stop threats. I gotta tell you, the biggest threat is global warming. Start shooting at that hot bitch. Like, it doesn't make any sense.
Nuke it.
This was the hold on.
Trudeau's going to come under come under a lot of pressure because again, Biden I think yesterday came out and said
big
that
strap on. That's
they're
why
going to provide over 500 million doses to help the world with to get vaccinated. Trudeau is still the only. I mean, in general, Canada is the only G7 country that hasn't made any contribution to the world effort towards vaccination. I think they're going to pin him against the wall. Something's going to happen this weekend.
He likes that kind of stuff, though.
I saw your eyes light up, bro.
He likes that kind of stuff. On the wall, he likes being bent over tables. It's just the way he likes it. You're just making his day.
Bro, when George said that, your eyes lit up, bro.
It's like you can hear bells. Ding, 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 ding. Here it is. It's coming, ladies and gentlemen. As soon as I can get some space, I'm in. I'm doing it. I'm saying it. No, I think he's gonna be pressured, and maybe something's gonna come out because they had announced. When was it? Last week that something is in the works that they're gonna be. They're planning something to help the international community. So,
what could it be? This plan that Trudeau seeks. What could it be? This secret plan. You know what that means? That means they have nothing. That means like, yo, you got to figure something out. We have a speech. Let's say something about helping the third world. Because all they asked for was like, hey, you know how you have extra doses? Yeah. Can you give us some? No. Okay, but we need some help. I got a way to help you. What's the plan? Well, we'll talk about it. They have no plan, bro. They have zero. He's just going to make something up. He's going to be like, we'll send them some money. We'll allow some immigrants to come here.
But don't you think it's funny that he ordered over 100 million doses when you need just over 75 million to completely vaccinate your population? What's the point of ordering?
Well, look, haven't you sometimes you got excited on Amazon or whatever and you over-ordered something? I've done that. It's like, should I try this bag of chips? You know what? I'll order 4. I should have just ordered 1. I didn't need 4. It happens, So I think he was excited. He's like, what? We have vaccines? Amazing. Of course, 100 million. And like, you know what the population is of Canada? I don't know, like 1 billion? And like, no. That's China. You work for them. The rest of us don't. We only have 37 million. He's like, oh, well, okay. I didn't know that.
Because these vaccines aren't free, right? I mean, we're not getting these donated to us. I mean, we're paying them. This is coming out of our pockets.
Yeah, by the way, I've argued with people about that. Nobody believes me. Like, why are you talking shit about the government? Look at what they're doing. They're giving us free vaccines.
Yeah,
we're paying. Free. We're buying those, right? We're paying for that. We're not paying for those. And I was like, all right, buddy.
People are dummies, bro.
All right.
They don't know how it works.
When your grandkids, if you can convince someone to sleep with you, when your grandkids are fucking paying off this goddamn debt, we'll see.
Yeah. I don't know, man. And you're right. I mean, because we've been raised in this kind of society where, socially Canada has been good, right? All the programs
Yep.
and all the benefits, and we have free healthcare, and we've been kind of, I don't want to say brainwashed, but we've been kind of educated to think that, look, the government does everything for us. But in reality, yeah, you're right, Poseidon. I mean, there is no such thing as free. Nothing is free. Education is not free. You go to school and you pay nothing, but someone is paying it for you, and that's you. It's your tax dollars. Like, you're paying for it. So that the government is coming out and saying, yeah, we're providing you free public education. It's not fucking free, dude. We're paying for it. Same thing for healthcare. Same thing for all the other services that we think we're getting for free. It costs money. So
I've learned as a kid, bro, be wary of the stranger who offers something for free in good faith.
Yeah, but it took him 3 tries, bro. Imagine, you get molested 3 times before you realize that candy's not free. He wasn't a smart kid. He wasn't the best looking kid.
And I wasn't a fast runner either.
He wasn't a fast runner. But let me tell you something. He was a sponge with information. Now, granted, you have to beat that information into him, but retained a lot of information and a lot of that. Big sponge.
anyway, boys, I got to run.
On that note, guys, if you weren't aware already, George is a podcaster on his own, too. He's got 2 hit podcasts, the Backstage podcast, where he's got hard-hitting guests, and he's planning on having some politicians. Elections are coming up soon, as you heard from this episode. George is an insider. He knows. Probably August, maybe September. Well, here's something. Who the fuck knows? But George is going to know first, and he's going to be interviewing these cocksuckers. So check out the Backstage podcast. Links are in the description. And if you're not into the whole politics game, you just want to have some fun, George, also a daddy, gets together with other daddies, and they have a podcast called Just Us Daddies. And Just Us Daddies is weekly. Just Us Daddies has clips on TikTok, on YouTube, wherever the hell you get your podcast. Just Us Daddies is a podcast by mommies for daddies. And George, is the new episode dropping today?
Yep, noon.
New episode noon. So if you go in the links in the description, Just As Daddies, you can get that episode as it comes out at 12. Watch other people. Go in the chat, talk to them, tell them, yo, what's up, dudes? You here for the daddies or one specific daddy? And most of them are probably going to be there for George because he's the daddy of daddies. George, thank you very much for joining us. Go do your daddy business. I'm going to keep saying daddy.
Daddy chill.
Later, G. Yes. Where are the MILF podcasts? That's a good fucking...
It's true, yo. I think, what's the names there?
MILFcast.
MILFcast. Those MILF porn stars, what's their fucking...
Oh, no, that would be terrible. That would be terrible. It's like, look at how we mentally destroyed our children. Poseidon thought about it for a second, like... that's... Could you imagine you're at school, kids are showing you videos of your mom?
Fuck, bro.
Why does your mom keep getting stuck in a window, bro? She doesn't know how windows work.
By the way, Lana Del Rey, what was I going to say? Lana Rhodes.
I don't know who that is, but I've heard her
Lana
name.
Rhodes is one of the most famous porn stars right now.
Why? What'd she do?
Because she takes dicks like a champ. Bro.
Jesus Christ. Okay.
And was that too much?
That was odd, yeah.
And she's having a baby.
Does she know whose it is?
No.
Get the fuck out.
Phil is calling in.
Oh shit, Phil's replacing G. All right.
Should I accept?
I'll accept.
Hello, sir.
Put me in, coach.
Uh-huh. So we from Just Us Dads to Just Us Phils.
Just our holes.
Phil has been quarantining for the past
For your safety.
11 minutes. I thought I had COVID last night.
Did you?
That's why I honestly believed it.
Why?
Couldn't taste that well. I couldn't smell that well.
Oh,
I mean,
really?
Were
Yeah.
you tasting and smelling anything, or it just you were sitting somewhere with no taste and no smell and assumed you couldn't taste or smell?
No, I went. I got some yogurt. I was like, this yogurt tastes like assholes or nothing. I'm not sure. And then I was like, let me smell some coffee. Let me see this. It's not
You
a
know what
strong-
my trick is anytime I want to know if I can smell,
Mm.
steak spice.
I have steak spice.
Montreal steak spice, because you always get that.
That tangy smell.
You know what?
That coriander deliciousness.
So then I tried all that. My taste, I could tell you, it was, and my smell was maybe at like 10%. So I got nervous. Took some zinc.
Okay.
Took some vitamins. Went to sleep. Melatonin. Woke
Sure,
up.
that.
I could taste and smell everything.
Are you still taking that fucking melatonin?
No, I hadn't taken it in a while, but it's because apparently when you want to sleep, when you want to recover, it's good to get a good sleep cycle. So they even give it to you if you're suffering from like COVID or something, you're recovering in the hospital. They'll give you some melatonin to knock you out so you can.
That doctor that I had on Fill My Hole,
Yeah?
when I was sick and we thought I had COVID, like, 8 months ago? Remember when I was like out for like 2 weeks?
Yeah.
He had told me, he goes, even if it's not COVID, zinc, vitamin D, vitamin C, and take some melatonin so you can get some sleep. And I was like, okay.
I'm a doctor.
He was a doctor, yeah.
No, I'm saying me. It sounds like I'm a doctor.
Well, it's just common sense. Get some vitamins, get some sleep, but stop taking the fucking melatonin, man. Just stop drinking so much coffee.
Listen, you can tell me how to live my fucking lifestyle. Is that what we're?
Because I love you.
Look, number one, I'm born this way, you bigot. All right, I lead
I don't
an
know what that
alternative.
means.
I lead an alternative lifestyle. Okay, some people are out there chopping their dicks off. I'm accepting of that. You're not going to be accepting of me drinking coffee all the time. That's where we draw the line.
No,
For
really.
your own safety.
You know what? Nazis used to drink coffee, bro.
Did
Don't be
Nazis?
stupid, Poseidon.
Nazis also did crystal meth.
Did they?
Nazis did a lot of meth. Yeah.
Yeah.
The Nazi party was a fucking party.
They partied. That's why they were so fucked up. Apparently, yeah, they did meth. Did you know about this? I'm not making that up.
That's why they were unstoppable.
Bro, they were a bunch of crackheads, though. Bro, you're fighting an army. Imagine how weird that was. You're fighting an army like, like, what is that fucking nut? Is that a salute? I don't fucking know. They're like,
They're trying to salute, but they're like, and their teeth are falling out.
That's why I think, because if you see towards the end, like Hitler used to go fucking full Nazi, and then towards the end, it was just like, whatever. I think a lot of it.
Up high and it was just there.
I think a lot of it was him getting just tired, like whatever. But I think maybe the camera cuts too quick. I think a lot of it was this, like. I think a lot of it was that. I think a lot of it
was just scratching.
Yeah, the Jones. Yeah, he was jonesing for a
Yeah,
fucking.
I used to joke with Presby. I mean, you guys know him. No one in the chat does. He's an old friend of mine. He's like, you can tell by looking at historical documents, you can map the failures of the Third Reich by how lazy their salutes had gotten.
That's funny.
Like when they were fucking blowing Poland to shit, or during the Blitzkrieg, they were like up here.
Oh, they were stiff arming, bro. It was a
like,
football tackle, bro.
Yeah, so that's it. The Nazis. That's what you learned today on the morning show.
It's funny because when I first saw videos of that, I thought it was a joke. I thought it was like just a fake video. I didn't believe that was real when he was doing this. I thought they were making fun of the Nazis.
Yeah,
Yeah, like that's what I thought, you know. Like, but apparently no. It's just they got lazy. That's what happens to, I guess, all empires. Like they crumble at some point. But I think
it's how language degrades too.
But you don't think it's hard to stay motivated after a while? Like maybe in the beginning when you're telling everyone, you're like, yo, I know we got fucked over and everyone beat the shit out of us. But, you know, we're going to take over. Like you're motivating people. Like, yeah, we're going to take over Europe. And then you start slipping little things in and people start losing confidence. You're like, while we're at it, we're going to kill the gays. They're like, yeah, extreme, but all right, you know, whatever. I'm not gay. That's cool. Yeah. And then you're like, cool. Also, what's the deal with black guys? Like, well, not a lot of black guys here. So all right, that's not going to change much. Yeah. We're going to.
Was there not a lot of black guys?
No, not in Germany. We're gonna kill the Jews too. These guys, we're gonna round them up. There are a lot of problems. Like, there's a lot of Jews in my neighborhood. Okay, a little weird, but all right, you know, 50-50. Maybe we'll hide the kids.
Do our taxes?
Yeah, who's gonna do it? Okay, we could get behind that. You know, fucking gypsies, we're gonna kill them. All right, any country that opposes us, where are we going with this?
Like,
where are we going?
Where's the line?
We're just gonna kill everyone. Like, yeah.
Okay. I'm moving to Liechtenstein.
Yeah, like so. Every non-German, no, even Germans too, if they don't agree with us.
Oh,
all right, yeah, we may have bitten off more schnitzel than we can chew here, guys. This is because that's what I think happens. Because in the beginning, I already said this. In the beginning, there's no way. Like I don't speak German, but I don't believe that in his first speeches he's like, "Fuck, we gotta kill these Jews." There's no way he said that. I think people were cheering.
He was super charismatic. He was elected on the platform of reform and rebuilding the country. Yeah. I mean, it's not so different.
We're going to be great. We're going to be amazing. Everybody's like, fuck yeah, we're going to be great and amazing. This guy with the stash.
Of course.
He might look weird, but he's on to something.
Sure, he's a little effeminate, but whatever.
Yeah, and then as soon as he gets elected, he's like, so here's my 3-part plan. All 3 parts are killing Jews. they're like, what? What? How the fuck is that going to make us great?
So much that
it's going to make us great. You're not a scientist. I'm a scientist. I know what I'm talking about. It's the way to greatness. Are you fucking... Is Charlie Chaplin sure about this shit?
That's a great movie.
It's a suspicious... It's a suspicious fucking plan. None of this sounds reasonable. Yeah, it's fucking crazy.
It absolutely does not.
Jeez, just imagine being all riled up and then he reveals the plan and you're like,
like, what did I miss this morning, by the way? Any new news?
There was some fun NASA-related conspiracies. We didn't talk about big stories like, I don't know why he avoided, but apparently Victoria, BC has canceled Canada Day.
Oh, for the indigenous population?
No, for everyone. Victoria Day.
In solidarity with the plight of the indigents.
I guess, but it's a weird thing to do. So Victoria said, we're not going to celebrate Canada Day because of what happened at those residential schools. Remember that it was found out? Like, whatever.
Yeah.
But it doesn't correlate because Canada Day is for Canadians now, right, to celebrate?
Mm-hmm.
So it's basically saying, like, which every country, and including Canada, has done some fucked up shit. But fuck you today, Canadian, celebrating Canada. Fuck you because of what politicians did back then. It's fucking weird. It's a weird, because we keep going down this slippery slope of group mentality. That's racism. That's how you cause these problems. That's how Poseidon robbed my house. All fucking Greeks, we don't accept them anymore. It's too, I don't like that blanket
That's a
shit.
pogrom.
I don't like the blanket shit.
That's a fucking pogrom. That's happened 100 times. You know, one Greek does something, or one Jewish guy does something, or one Russian guy. They attack everyone.
Yeah, that's why I don't like that bullshit blanket stuff. Especially, okay, so you really want to protest Canada? Leave. Leave or do something. Don't just say fuck Canada while you live in it.
Look, honestly, of all the weird appeasement things I've ever heard, doing something specific on Canada Day probably makes a bit of sense. Canceling Canada Day, I mean, whatever.
So now we're canceling days now.
The best is canceling Canada Day in Canada. That'll turn back time and save those kids.
Yeah, this country has gone full.
The best is, why don't you ask these people that are canceling Canada? Ask them. So, do you have any concrete plans on how to help natives now?
No,
we don't. But we canceled Canada Day, so everything's better.
And then this is how this is.
Here's a crazy idea.
This is just after.
I love it.
What?
Oh, I was talking to Poseidon.
I've lost the habit of not being in studio. Like, doing this way is really confusing because I hear Poseidon and I look to my left, but he's not here.
Oh, that's cute. By the way, the internet today is very choppy, Phil. I don't know if it's us. I don't know if it's.
I don't know. I don't know what's been going on.
Yeah.
You mean it's been bad since before I came into the stream, or mine's bad?
No. What's his name had real issues.
Yeah,
you don't.
From the moment I started.
Yeah, you don't have real issues,
really?
but yeah.
Because my internet is shitty here at home.
Yeah.
Oh, everything's shitty right here now. It's just a mess.
Hey, you're moving. You're in full move mode.
Dude, you know what?
Phil, you like our new coffee cups?
No, I can't see them. Oh. Whoa, where did we get those?
The Museum of Modern Art. I ordered them from the Museum of Modern Art in New York.
Why didn't you just get them on Amazon?
What do you mean? Because I get
They're cheaper.
They're not.
Oh, yeah?
I double checked.
How many did you get?
4 of them.
Oh, I want one.
Oh, you can't have one.
All right, fine.
For the podcast.
I actually have one in my office. Have you ever noticed it?
I saw, but it's smaller, no?
It's an espresso version, yeah.
Yeah. This is just a regular size acrylic cup. They're you can use it when you're here. They're for the podcast. It's for my guests and
no, really, really cool. You know what you should do? You should take that design and take, like, I can do the work if you want, and we can make custom ones that say, instead of "happy to serve you," we hope you're offended.
Oh, I like that too.
That'd be amazing. That's something we should do.
That's something we should do, because I got tired of. I basically copied Floyd Mayweather. I saw he wasn't letting water bottles and shit that aren't paying to be on his streams and stuff. So I said, you know what?
We've had this argument before, and you've always dismissed it when I told you don't show your Tim Hortons cup.
Yeah, now they're done.
All right, I'm down.
I think I'm gonna change internet service provider also.
Here.
To Videotron. No, at my place.
You're going to Videotron? Why?
Yeah, because Bell, bro, they're fucking bastards. So
That's true. Bell,
my price went up, right?
For no reason, right?
Well, because the year after 1 year, the price goes to regular. Anyways, that bullshit.
Yeah, well, so you have to just call them and tell them, yo, I want a new deal.
Well, I'm gonna call them and bitch at them, and I'm gonna see if they're gonna give me a new deal. If they don't, I'm gonna switch, because also it went up once, so it was $115 tax in, right? Which is not so bad. It was an increase of $10.
How fast is your internet?
A 1 gigabit fib.
Oh, you have fib.
I believe it's Fibe.
I believe
Five.
it's also 5.
Whatever. So
But it's funny that he said fib because he's famous for fibbing.
He's a fibber. The Fibonacci sequence.
Oh, I like that.
Oh!
the what?
Oh, it's okay. That's gonna take too long to explain.
Okay.
It's okay.
So
watch Da Vinci Code.
Yeah.
So where was I going with this? I lost my
You're-
train.
You have one
You want to
fib?
go to
Yes,
Vadiotron.
yes. So it went up by $10. I'm like, whatever. For
Vadiotron.
a gigabit 5 internet, it's not the end of the fucking world. $10 extra, but they've been increasing every month by $1.
Oh, I like that. I like that. That's a
What?
good. That's a bold strategy.
And they think I wouldn't notice. So it's
A
gone from
lot of people don't, man.
A lot of people don't. Yeah.
Well, I notice these things because
Well, I'm glad
as
that you
much
do.
as being a big spender, I also notice when
Hold on,
I'm
hold
also
on,
very
hang on,
cheap.
hang on.
I'm also
Look,
a cheap
not
bastard.
only am I very cool individual, big spending money Cadillac, I also know this when fiber optic companies try and to make robbery onto me. I do not accept this robbery onto me.
They're trying
Even though I am a big spender, I am not a big dummy. I will fight
great.
back
This
this
is good stuff
oppression
right here.
from Canada Bell. Canada Bell, big oppression, I fight them. Don't accept. You offer me fib internet? You try to fib me
to
on
me.
price? I don't fuck around with the fibs.
they're trying to rob me and pull out like this.
I
Bro.
am Poseidon. I will not be bamboozled. Honestly, they both suck. This is my takeaway. Both providers suck.
Yes.
We have Videotron at the studio because it was the only option we had because our landlords don't understand between a box on the wall and Bell.
Well,
they said
our landlords in our
Yeah.
landlord's defense,
Oh yeah,
we went downstairs. We saw the boxes that they put in that they told them.
you are correct. But
That
now
was
you've
fib?
ruined my joke.
And also, no. I'm just saying in their defense because they're getting served papers, so they were suing them. So in their defense, I'll tell them the good stuff. Even that place on the downstairs, they have fib.
No, okay, if we're gonna do this, let's do this. In their defense, the building is wired for Bell fiber optic internet.
Yes.
Except it doesn't belong to the building; it belongs to a specific business, and they have a private
That's how
network.
they did it. Okay, that's why. The
That's what it
private
was.
network. That's what it was. Yeah.
So we got Videotron, we have Helix. It's not terrible. I mean, at home I have Bell. It sucks. Testicles of the Tavros. The
Do you
bull
have fib or
testicles.
no?
I do not. I have the fib service, but it's a fib because it's not actually fiber. It's
Ugh.
only 50 up and down. It sucks. But now I transferred it to my parents because we're moving in 2 weeks or in a week. Oh
They have
God, in a
fib?
week. So we're gonna have 1 gigabit.
Oh yeah, that's
I'm
you.
gonna have the. If you're gonna get a bit, get a gigabit
Yes.
You know what I mean?
I don't know why I kept saying fib.
You?
because you keep saying it in French because you've been French
Fib,
casting
yeah.
too much.
I think it's because you've been fibbing a lot. It's just natural.
I'm looking forward to having fast internet at home. I'm not gonna lie, even though I won't have a real home.
It is a real home.
I mean, I'm
I see.
repatriating. I'm going back to my childhood home.
You're going back to your childhood home, but you're going to an actual home. It's not like you're living in someone's room. You're going to a lone home.
Yeah, we're not even like I make it sound so bad, but we're not even living with my parents. My parents are moving out. They're
You're
going
living in the
downstairs
same
together.
building. It's not the same thing. You're
Yeah.
making it seem like you guys are going into a closet.
No. I mean, it's bigger than my place now. It's a
yeah.
big 5.5. You remember my parents' place?
Yeah,
It's
no.
big.
I mean, I have no issue with it. Actually, the only reason why I'm happy that you're doing this is because now you have more reason to not get suckered into a shitty real estate deal.
They're all shitty right now. man.
That's
All of
why.
them.
That's why. Now you won't get suckered. Like fuck it, I'm here. So that's the only reason why I'm happy. Because you were gonna depress me if you fell for a trap, and then a few months down the line you were like, oh fuck, bro, I got
Well, I
tricked.
mean, look, if I didn't,
I would have been
an option, I would've-
angry.
If I didn't have an option, like somewhere free to live, then I would have had to fall in for the trap. I would
Well,
have
that's
known
what
it's a
happened to me.
trap.
That's what happened to me. I couldn't find a place that would accept a dog. I ended up going to a place that's fucking. I have 3 fucking rooms. I don't need 3 goddamn rooms, and paying triple what I was paying.
I mean, is it a nice place? I've never been to your place.
It's a nice
actually.
place, yeah.
Your new place. Yeah. I
It's
mean,
a nice
who
place, but
cares?
it's overpriced. It's just that.
But you got
I-
to quarantine in a place that had more space than you needed, which is good at
Yeah.
the beginning of COVID.
Yeah, that's true.
Imagine like being quarantined in like a small apartment with 3 adults.
Oh,
Yeah. Oh,
that would have been bad.
but yeah. But I mean, it is what it is. We're moving. I realized this morning that I'm never gonna see this place the way it's supposed to look ever again.
Which place?
Like, where I live now, like it's that's it. We'll never see what it looked like in its prime. It's all taken apart now.
Don't worry. The Chinese lady who's taking over, bro, she's gonna turn it into a prime
Chinese
spot.
lady, she's going to find many
LED
surprises.
lights. That's gonna look badass.
No, she seems like a classy Chinese lady. I don't think she'll go LED lights.
The fuck's that supposed to mean? Bro, I love LED lights. I'm a classy lady.
Yeah,
I am
Yeah.
classy lady.
I like LEDs that are purpose properly. Like the ones you put in the lobby, I don't like.
Listen to me,
You
you.
can see the strip.
Listen to me, you insubordinate son of a bitch. No, actually, I don't like the way they are either. I'm with you.
Aside from the fact that they're crooked as fuck, they're not centered. You're not supposed. That's the whole
Well,
thing
I
about
love how
it. Like,
Poseidon
you're not
right
supposed to see the strip.
By the way, I love how Poseidon jumped to his defense. He's like, they're not crooked. Because when he first stuck them, I even told him, I go, but I think they're crooked. And he's trying
They're
to
not even
convince me.
centered.
He's
They're-
trying to
they're
convince me
crooked
that
to
I'm
the
crazy.
wall.
And then now you, unsolicited, you're like, yeah, they're crooked.
Not only are they crooked, perpendicularly crooked, like to the floor, they're also crooked to the spacing of the wall. So they're like, instead of being like this, no, here, let me center this. They should be here. Poseidon put them in like this.
No, I did not.
Yeah.
Go look out. Open your door and look
Yeah,
outside.
you could
Laka.
see outside.
Yo, vagabond, man.
No, don't actually get up and go. You could see from there, no?
Yeah,
can't. I have
I
to
thought you
move
have your angles, bro. You know your angles of the studio.
That's
I
what
got
he
my
used to
angles,
say.
bro.
I got my angles, bro. I'm safe
I
all the
love when
time.
he says that shit. Doesn't
got-
make any sense.
I got my angles. All of his angles are fucking curvatures.
Rotund.
Yeah. They're
He's a rhombus. If he was a shape, he'd be a
It
rhombus.
fell.
That's a joke that keeps on giving. Yeah. This is not so bad, huh? Like,
We have to stick it
as a backup when I can't come into the studio, it's not terrible, right?
No, it's not. I mean, dude, I watch most podcasts. They don't even make an effort, so everyone's
That
just
hurts
on
my
Zoom.
feelings, though.
What do you mean?
I don't like that. Make an effort. Like,
No, you didn't listen to what I'm gonna say. So they don't make an effort. So like everyone's always on Zoom, right? Everyone's
Mm-hmm.
always remote. But us, for the most part, we're not. Like we have George,
Yeah.
who's remote, but you're normally here. So once in a while, for you being remote is not the end of the world. Like even my my podcast, Pantelis and Frenchcast, people are, can I zoom in? I go, no. You come in the goddamn studio. The only people
Well,
I
look, until
accept
my
now
whole-
to zoom in or to Skype in are people that are not in the fucking city.
I mean, look, I get that it's become more accepted, but like as a video professional, having a shit feed, it hurts my heart. Like, film my hole, I do call-ins, but like my angle is, I guess, not so much.
Yeah, the Skype thing. No, I like having real. First, also conversations with people that you haven't really met for a
Yeah, it's
podcast.
weird.
They're not good. They're not as good
Yeah.
over the internet as they are in person.
They're awkward because there's also that delay and the person doesn't know you. They don't want to step on top of what you're saying. Whereas I don't give a shit if I step on top of you. You'll just keep going. I know.
Poseidon, do you want to give Phil an update? You want to give the people an update on that news story that we saw last night about that Somalian politician? In
You see the
God,
captain
yes,
now?
You sent me this.
yeah, this is fucking funny. Also, you know what I heard that Oregon just allowed they passed the
The
bill.
trail to reopen.
No, Oregon allowed for the homeless. They're allowed to camp anywhere now in Oregon that's public property.
Yeah, it's a live action version of Oregon Trail.
That's fucking hilarious, bro.
Yeah, they're all gonna die of dysentery.
They're just allowed anywhere. If it's public, you're good.
It was quite the
Aren't
hiccup.
malls
What was
public?
that?
Oh, was
Are
a
what
hiccup. I'm
public?
sorry.
Aren't malls public? Or is it just
Malls
parks?
malls are private. They're
Because someone
privately
owns
owned.
them.
Yeah, like Carrefour here is owned by Cadillac Fairview,
Ah, okay, that's what they
the
mean.
company. Yeah.
So they can't. So at least they can't be in malls. But that means all the parks are gonna get filled with tents.
I mean, they gotta live somewhere. Maybe this is the solution we've all been too scared to make. No, I'm just kidding. I can't even say it.
Because sidewalks are public,
The sidewalks are public.
so they could just camp
yeah,
out on
like-
any sidewalk.
I saw this amazing meme once. It was like an underpass from a highway where there was pictures of like homeless people camping out there. And then the very next day, spike strips were installed, but they were colored rainbow colors.
Yeah. Oh god.
So I
We're
was like,
killing
yeah,
them.
This makes sense.
But we're killing them gay.
We're killing them right gay.
Yeah, it's
Right,
the
gay.
spikes thing really fucks with me.
Found it.
Yeah.
Progressive wash state. Does that mean Washington State?
Yeah, you dickhead.
Yeah.
No, it's
Politicians
just a state where everyone washes things.
His head does look like a dick.
threatened to blow up school bus, called children cowards as they fled.
Yeah.
I
So
don't, what's the context here?
oh, you gotta read this. It's exactly what he said, though. Yeah, read that, Poseidon.
Okay. So, do you want me to reread that?
No, not the headline, you
okay.
fucking asshole.
Okay,
Read
okay.
the article.
An employee of Seattle has been called a social justice warrior and is now a progressive candidate for the King County Council, threatened to blow up a school bus. Then called middle school students cowards as they fled. According to court documents obtained by the Post Millennial, Ubaks...
Court documents.
Yeah, court documents. Did I say coast?
No, not what. Why? I said.
Oh, hold on. I'm getting to it. Ubaks Gardir...
What a name, bro.
Yeah, boarded the Highline School District bus on January 12, 2010 as it traveled on its morning route.
So she boarded a school bus while it was going to a middle school.
With children in it.
Yes. Once aboard the bus, which was heading to Chinook Middle School, Gardir demanded the driver tell his dispatcher that a national security incident was going on.
So, in layman's terms, she turned around and asked the bus driver to report in, tell the person in charge over there that there's a national security incident going down right here with me.
I'm a terrorist, basically.
Yeah, I'm a terrorist. Yeah.
Gardir then began yelling at the children about America's relationship with Somalia, according to police reports.
Why do Americans not help Somalis? Or whatever the fuck she was saying. She was talking about the relationship. She's like, this is why we broke up. Go on.
Yeah.
An audio recording of the incident demonstrated that when the driver told Gardir to leave
An audio recording of the incident. So this was recorded in audio, which is fucking hilarious. And then in court, they have to play that back.
The driver told...
I am the captain now.
When the driver told Gardir to leave the bus, she said, "You need to calm yourselves down because I could have a bomb. Look how loose my clothes are."
So the driver's like, "Get out of here, stupid." She's like, "Oh, don't call me stoops. I may have a bomb. Look at how baggy my clothes are. This is not just a fashion choice, sir."
So
I
baggy.
don't understand anything about this story.
Yeah, she got on a bus. She was angry. She got on a kid's school bus, and she started talking about Somalia, and then she threatened to have a bomb. She vaguely said, "What if?"
I understand what's happened. I just don't understand why it's happening. It doesn't make any sense.
Yeah, she's a fucking dummy, bro.
Yeah,
That's
there
why.
you go.
And then some of the kids, they escaped from that back door, the escape door. They were fucking, and while they were running, she was yelling, calling them cowards because they were leaving other kids in the bus. And until the cops showed up, I guess. And then now this lady with that, she's basically the front runner for some county. She's like, you know what? I'd make a great politician.
Fuck this bitch.
Yeah,
This makes a lot of sense.
It does.
Why isn't she being arrested or she?
it's a
It's a man or a woman? It's a she.
It's a she.
Why are they not in jail? They commandeered a bus full of children and threatened.
But that was in
acts of
2010, Phil. Things are forgiven.
terror. Oh, it was 10 years ago.
Yeah, because she's
Fucking
on
Somalis, they're all pirates, huh?
Yeah, it's hilarious. She's a bus pirate. Yeah, that's amazing.
Yeah.
She's a bus pirate.
I'm the captain
Remember
now.
that Greyhound beheading?
Oh yeah, I mean, fuck. Hats off to them. They're off now.
Greyhound.
Greyhound is done. They declared bankruptcy.
Really?
You didn't know?
No, I mean,
No more
I think maybe I
Greyhound.
didn't. I forgot. It doesn't seem important in the grand scheme of things. I need
It
to
is
remember.
kind of important though. It was
Why,
an easy
though?
thing. You could just jump on a Grey. I mean, I'll drive, but in general, people could just jump on a Greyhound and go places.
Have you ever been on a Greyhound
Twice in my life, I think. Yeah.
here or like in?
No, I mean Greyhound here. I've been. I went to New Hampshire, and back when I was younger.
Okay.
On the Greyhound, and
The Greyhound.
my buddy who used to visit me in elementary, like we were in school together, then he moved to Ottawa. He used to visit and used to come by Greyhound, and I used to go pick him up downtown.
Oh, I mean, I've taken a Greyhound to New York once, and it was horrible.
Yeah, of course.
Like one of the worst experiences
Can't be
for
as bad
travel
as
I've
in
ever
Cuba.
had. What?
It can't be as bad as Cuba in general. You mean?
As in Cuba, the Greyhounds in Cuba, bro.
Oh, the buses in
I mean,
Cuba.
those aren't
they
those
take
are
you
just
from-
buses that take you to the resort. They're not really Greyhounds
Yeah, and they're
Well,
driven by
in the same
Cubans.
sense.
And there's no AC.
Oh,
I mean,
that's-
this one didn't have heating, and it was winter. We went right after New Year's, and going through the border sucks on a Greyhound. They clear everyone out. They fucking check shit. It
They
took
have
like
machine
10
guns.
hours to go to
Get
New
down,
York.
bald
It was
man. Get
ridiculous.
down.
I had hair then.
Which was even more suspicious. You look like you shouldn't
Yeah,
have
you're
hair.
talking to the guy.
You're making a
Why
run
do
for
you
it. You're
have hair?
hearing this.
Yeah.
You can't hear it though.
What do you say?
He played sirens, but you couldn't hear him.
Oh yeah, I see you've been experimenting with buttons and sound
Yes.
effects.
Yeah. He's been sound effects and buttoning. He's very excited.
Yes.
I
I'm
mean,
like
that's fine.
child.
We're a week away from explosions and car crashes.
We need one of those wah, 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 those horns. That
Yeah,
DJs
horns. Every time he says something, dun, 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 dun. Papa Poseidon in the morning. Dun, 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 dun. It's currently 17 degrees outside. Blah, 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 blah.
Or people cheering.
have. Fucking, how did this happen? How did we get here?
It's a fucking
Where
circus.
Poseidon's running the show.
You just need a bit of magic.
Is that a threat? Is that a fucking threat?
No, bro. Because I
It
played.
felt oddly like threatening and sexual at the same time. Very weird.
No. Because I said
What
you
is
just
the Cthulhu semen?
Cthulhu.
What is that?
You know
What kind of semen
Cthulhu?
is that?
Cthulhu,
Is
the
that
the
is that
Ender.
Baphomet?
No, yeah, he's like a big monster.
Oh, okay.
No.
Oh, trying to understand the
He's-
chat. You know, these youngins.
Very evil.
Able. Hey. What's happening?
The man is imploding.
I'm so glad I'm not there for that fucking phlegm he just hacked up.
Oh shit, bro, your face. Okay, I'm gonna stop.
Go ahead, stop whenever you're ready. What is that? Oh god. Oh god, I don't want to go back to packing. I'm just like thinking about it. It's just stressing me out.
I love that yesterday I discovered that I was while I was commenting on the Olivier Aubin fights, one of the fans tagged me in like someone's tweet, but I couldn't see the tweet. I was like, I wonder why I can't see it. I click on it, it goes, "You've been blocked by this user from seeing this tweet." I was like, I don't even know who this guy is. I don't even know who the fuck this guy is. Some verified guy, I don't know what he does. Fight guy, I don't know what the fuck he does. He's like an analyst or some shit. And it made me so happy. I was laughing for 10 minutes. I was tearing.
What else is going on today? I'm gonna check the old tweeter. Oh, the Euro starts today.
Yeah, Italy, Turkey today at I believe 3 p.m. our time.
Did Greece make the Euro?
Why is
No, bro,
Nazi
stop asking
Germany
stupid questions.
trending?
What?
Nazi Germany is trending on Twitter.
Because it's cool. It's very trendy.
I mean, what's old is new again, so you might be right.
I see
But
G7 trending, Italy trending, Elden Ring.
When I click on Nazi Germany, I get this.
That's just you.
What the fuck?
Confusing. It's
Nazi-
Kirby.
What's Kirby? Like the...
I just follow the
Oh,
live
yeah,
stream and
Kirby.
you'll see it. Yeah.
Wait, that's what it says, Nazi Germany?
Like I clicked on the trending hashtag and it popped up fucking Kirby like
Nazi-
downing a dude.
Nazi
Yeah, I'm
Germany.
not lying. It says it right there. Nazi Germany. Boom.
I don't see it at all.
Weird.
Yeah, the Jewish rally in the U.S. in 1937, American Jews organized a nationwide boycott of Nazi Germany. I don't see any of this Kirby shit. Why? We have different
Oh.
feeds, you and I.
Clearly,
Oh,
the algorithm
I know
thinks
what
not
it
highly
is.
of me.
I know why we have different feeds.
Tell me about the different feeds.
Because I'm VPN'd. All my stuff is New York. You get all the Montreal stuff. I just realized.
I get Canadian Kirby.
Yeah, I get all the American news. Okay, I figured it out.
Fair enough.
Mm.
Yeah, so yeah, Euro, Turkey, Italy. But I mean, it's hard to care about the Euro when Greece didn't qualify.
We were discussing
I mean,
this before with George. I still care because
were
I
you?
love watching. I love
I mean,
watching
I
the
care, but it's not the
suckers.
same. It's not the same.
Look, you might not get the same joy from watching Greece win, but you're gonna lie to me and tell me you're not gonna get some joy in watching the Skopjans lose. I know I will.
What if? I mean, no, I won't. I will get joy in watching Italy get trashed by Turkey, which I think will happen
That's
today.
an absurd thing to say. That shows
I
me.
don't know, man.
That
I was
shows me
reading-
that you're one of these guys that you have not watched the qualifiers. You have not seen this Italian or Turkish team.
I've seen the Italian team in a few qualifiers.
No.
I've seen the Turkish
Have
team
you
play
seen
once.
this Italian team that's qualified?
This Italian team? Yeah. I have.
This Italian that's playing. You mean you've seen the Italian team that hasn't I don't know since when, that's been one of the most dominant fucking teams during the qualifiers? You've seen
I mean,
that Italian, and that's the Italian team that's
the
going to
same
get...
can be said about Portugal when Greece beat them, and no one expected that.
Portugal, what are you talking about? Portugal qualified because they were hosts. Portugal wasn't
They
a
would have
dominant
qualified anyways. That was one of their strongest teams.
No, that was one of their strongest teams. They weren't one of the strongest teams on the planet. That was their golden age.
Oh, that's what you mean. I mean,
This is actually one of the best teams, the Italian team right now.
Why is
Italy-
Turkey in the fucking Euro anyways?
Because they refused to play in Africa.
They're not in Africa.
But this is the only place that would have taken them.
What about Asia?
Asia didn't want them.
It's kind of racist.
I don't think it was race related. I think it was just continentally. They didn't want to fly them because everybody else in Asia, most of them that play, right? Philippines, Japan, all that. It's super far.
That's true. That's true.
It's
They are
super
closer.
far.
It does make sense.
Africa would have accepted them, but they didn't want to play there. They wanted to be European, so they played in Europe.
Fair enough. I mean, if there's
Yeah.
a clear explanation, then I'm okay with it.
Yeah, it's that, and
Whatever.
they wanted to be European. But it's funny because then years later, they're very, very not European.
They are very not European. That's
But they
true.
have a
I
good
mean,
team
some
too.
of them are.
They have a good team too. A lot of their players are playing high level in Europe.
In Germany mostly, no?
They're France also. Like they just won the league, dude. Lille won the league. Fucking Burak Yilmaz was their fucking top scorer. He was a goal machine.
Super random
Çalhanoğlu's-
segue.
Yeah, no, I'm just saying
Super.
Turkey's fucking. They have a team, but Italy is
No,
just.
that's what I'm saying. Like, they have a team. They're the underdog of the tournament, no?
Oh, they're not the underdog. Oh, there's underdogs there. Wales is an underdog. Skopje is an underdog. There's a lot of underdogs. Turkey's one of the better teams in the tournament.
Fair enough.
Turkey's
But yeah,
good.
Super random.
France is good.
don't know.
England is good. Italy is good. Portugal is good. Belgium is good. There's a lot of good fucking teams. It's a fun tournament to watch. Even the shit teams are gonna surprise people.
This morning, I walked out on my balcony
Yeah.
to have my coffee when I woke up, and there's like townhouses right across from me. They built them a few years ago. Like the most obscenely priced townhouses you'll ever come across in your life.
Throw me some examples
it's-
so people can freak out.
Sorry?
Throw us pricing examples because I know people will
I
freak
mean,
out.
they were selling when they first built them 4 years ago for like 1.3 million. It's a townhouse. And now I think,
Switzerland. Whoa, hold on a second. Do you see that?
What?
Do you see what Michelle wrote in the
Switzerland?
chat? What about Switzerland?
What about it?
Fuck you.
What about Switzerland?
You don't mention the Swiss on
Oh,
this
yeah,
goddamn program. All right, the Swiss, possibly
Those
the worst
fucking
people
lying
in the history of mankind. Yeah,
Helvetica
they're in the
writing
tournament.
bastards.
Of course, they're in the European tournament. They're trying to look for ways of stealing gold and shit. But yeah, they have a very good team, the Swiss too. It's mostly Albanians, but it's an awesome team.
Sure. What was I saying?
Sweden too. Sweden's in there.
You liked how I implemented it this time, huh?
It was very good timing.
Did he implement?
The best is if
sound
people
effect.
don't watch this show regularly and they have no idea about the inside jokes about Switzerland. They just tune in like, "Yo, what the fuck?"
Imagine you're like a Swiss guy. Yeah, you just come in and like, oh, this is a new show. I will watch it. Why do they hate me?
yeah. Like, wait, what just happened?
Why? What was I saying? Oh yeah, the townhouses.
Mhm.
So I walk out and I'm sitting here and I've seen the neighbors a few times. They're like some French Canadians, the Chinese family. There's like I don't know, they're whatever. They're like a hodgepodge of different nationalities. And this morning I walk out and I've never heard music coming from the townhouses except for like, like TikTok techno at night when the parents are away and they're in the jacuzzis.
I have
And there's,
make
like,
you
fucking-
Theo.
What?
Not like
Phil
and I
knows I'm
hear
fucking. I'm
Turkish.
planting the
Yeah,
seeds.
I have make it blasting Turkish music.
How'd you know it was Turkish?
Because at first I was like, is that fucking Greek music? And I was like, no. I listened a bit. I'm like, what is that? Pontian music? Like
Arab?
it's
What is
that
that?
that weird like rhythm they have. I started listening. I'm like, and I see people dancing outside with Turkish jerseys. I'm like, there's a fucking Turkish family across the street going nuts.
Oh, because of
I
the
just
Euro.
wasn't expecting it. I guess because of the Euro, they must have been pre-gaming. I don't know.
Oh,
They're
you
very
know what?
excited.
That's the excitement of this time.
I miss the old days. It was so much fun when I was young and we had hair. I had hair.
Do you remember how much fun we used to have with that?
I thought you were gonna say, do you remember how much hair you had?
No, you didn't have that much hair, but you had good hair. You had normal hair.
No, I had normal
Like
hair.
I don't remember.
No, I remember the Euros staying up late one night and fashioning out of a coat hanger frame
a
and
shiv.
like an old broom. No, and aluminum foil and paint. I made a fucking Spartan helmet. You remember that?
Oh yeah, I remember your fucking helmets.
And it wasn't bad, all things considered.
We had fun, man.
And then Gifto fell out of a tree. Ah, Gifto. He was
What-
funny.
What happened to that guy?
Hold on, you guys had a friend nicknamed Yifto?
No, it was his real name.
I mean,
What?
no, his name wasn't Gifto. We called him Gifto because, I mean, he was kind of a Gifto.
He was
He
a-
acted like a
He
gypsy.
was a gypsy.
It was Gypsy Boy.
He was, he hated that we called him Gifto. It was really funny.
You told
No,
me
like,
he didn't like
calls
to be
us-
called gypsy. This is racist.
He hated it. He absolutely hated it.
You know who else
because he
didn't like the
was
gypsies? The Nazis.
That's true.
Yeah,
So you're saying he was a self-hating gypsy Nazi. Is that what you're saying?
was one of them.
Yo, go watch Peaky Blinders, bro. Gypsies are clever individuals.
Stop talking
are
about Peaky
clever.
Blinders. It's either 1984 or Peaky Blinders. That's your range. 1984 may have been the most
Peaky
important
Blinders.
book ever written. I agree with you, but it's not the only book ever written.
Oh, of course not. I don't talk about only 1984 though.
And Peaky Blinders.
I've never seen Peaky
I've spoken
Blinders.
about Hustle Hard.
Peaky Blinders is good.
I also find that the British version of gypsies is not what I consider to be real gypsies.
Oh, the Pikers. Yeah, it's not the same thing.
Yeah, they're not really gypsies.
Zero curses.
No curses, yeah.
No curses. I have yet to see English-style gypsy
Oh,
curses.
but they cast
They're
spells
just
on
white
horses.
trash population.
Yeah,
that
on
live
horses,
the streets.
but not on human beings. They're not powerful gypsy beings. You get it?
Like they can't steal your tears.
Yeah. They're not like the gypsies that the poor Romanians have to deal with every day, or the Greeks deal with, or the Italians deal with. They're different gypsies. I think they call them gypsies because they're nomadic, but they're not really
bohemian.
gypsies.
Yeah,
You know,
they're not really gypsies.
like gypsies are 8-year-olds smoking cigarettes like champions, barefoot, trying to steal
With blue
your
eyes.
stereo. Yeah, with blue eyes, trying to steal your stereo. That's a gypsy.
Have I ever told you the gypsy stereo story? For in Athens.
Well, I've heard. I don't know whose stories who. I've heard so many gypsy stories in Athens.
So when I was 13, my grandfather took me to Greece for the summer to celebrate graduating primary school, like without my parents. And we were in the south. And he goes, "We're gonna go to Athens. We're gonna buy a stereo system."
Oh no, I already
I
don't
was
like
like-
where this is going.
I'm like, "Okay, why?" He goes, "Well, we can't get a good one here. We'll drive up to Athens. We'll go to one of the big stores. We'll get like a big so we can listen to music." I'm like, "Okay." It's like a 2-hour drive because it's quite far, maybe 3. So we drive up, and we go to these big stores, and they're too expensive. He's not interested in the price. He's like trying to barter with not barter, but what's the word I'm looking for?
Haggle.
He's haggle. Thank you. He's trying to haggle with the guys. They're like, "No, it's a store. You can't just haggle. It's not a fucking."
Sir, this is a legitimate operation. It's called the German.
Yeah, the German. That's where we went actually.
I knew it. Germanos.
And, so
What a
we leave.
name for an electronics store in Greece. The German.
It's the guy's last name.
That's where I bought
Germanos.
That's where I bought what's it called? Those microchips for phone calls.
SIM card?
SIM card.
SIM
yes.
card.
I bought a SIM
Yeah.
card.
I bought a lot of stuff at Germanos. Oh,
Yeah, me too. They have pretty good prices for Greece.
yeah.
Sorry. So we leave. He's pissed off. On the way back, he stops somewhere in this, like we've crossed from Athens' like area. We're in the south, and he stops somewhere so we can like get something to eat and go to the bathroom. And there's a gypsy selling stereos, the same stereos that we were looking at for like a quarter of the price. So my grandfather
Suspicious.
goes, "Go see, make sure it's good, and pay him." I said, "Okay." So I go. He hands me. He plays it for me, shows me how it works, and then he hands me a box from right behind him. He goes, "Here you go."
Ah,
it's a
the
heavy
old
box.
gypsy 1-2. I already know the
The
trick.
old gypsy one too, yeah. So I get in the car. My grandfather goes, "Did you make sure it works?" I go, "Well, yeah, he played it for me." He's like, "Okay." We get back to the house in the village. I open it up. There's fucking rocks inside.
Bro.
Straight up rocks.
My cousin of famous ping pong fame, he on his remember in Greece like they still I don't know if they still do it, but the car stereos, because I guess everybody still shit, it's always the removable ones.
Yeah, we used to have that here too, but I don't know if it's because people steal. I'm not sure if that's why.
I don't know what it is, but they always have whatever. He went to buy a new one for his fucking car, and they showed it to him. It looked nice, and they did the same trick, and it had a lot
Yeah.
of weight to it. But he realized down the street as soon as he got this car, he opened it. It was just a brick, and he lost his shit. Couldn't do anything. Couldn't find him.
Do they
Is it-
still do that in Greece? Not the bricks, but the car stereos. Like the last time I was there, every car I got into had like an integrated like Apple Play system,
An integrated Apple Play system. What do you mean?
like Android Play or Apple Play. It had like a built-in sound system. People weren't doing that removable shit anymore.
I don't know, because Android Play and that's just on your phone. Like it's not. It's like the car just reads what's in the USB.
You're talking about
But it
Android
still
Auto.
needs to have that interface available to you.
No, I mean the interface is just a car stereo. You know cars better than me. Like I don't know if cars come with designated Apple or Android stuff.
They do. They do.
The new ones, yeah.
So it's just
Yeah.
if you don't have Apple, you can't use your car
Wait, they
stereo.
come with both.
What
They
the
come
fuck
with
are you guys
Android
talking
or
It
about?
comes with both. It comes with both. So if you plug in,
That's what I'm saying. You have to have the
it-
app.
You have it on your car.
Yeah,
too.
exactly. If you have the app, you plug in your phone, it'll read it.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
That's
gonna.
right.
Yeah.
Android
hold
Auto.
on.
It's
I
called.
just said Apple Play and Android Play as a point to make that they come with an integrated stereo from the car. Like nobody was switching things out anymore.
But
I
that's not
remember
why
those
they were
things in
switching
high
things
school.
out. That when they would put them in, they would put CDs in and tapes, whatever the fuck they did. But they always listen
Yeah,
to
but I'm
radio.
just
these
saying,
people.
do people still do that? That's what I'm asking you.
Oh, I don't-
know. When was the last time you were in Greece?
2017.
Okay, so I've been there after you.
Yeah.
Well, maybe the world has changed.
Oh, I guess it depends on your car, bro.
I guess.
I don't think it's the people that change. I think it just depends on the new cars.
Yeah.
Like
That's
if your
true.
car is stuff in, you know.
I had a gypsy woman come up to me and my girlfriend at the time.
Ask for a three-way.
In Athens. No.
Did she ask your girlfriend, where did you get the pig?
How much for the gordo?
And they try to pull some tricks and shit. And she goes to offer a rose to my girlfriend at the time.
Classic,
and I go, babe, don't accept it.
Because I'm going to have to pay for it.
Exactly. And she offers the rose. She goes, you have a beauty like Angelina Jolie, lips like Angelina Jolie. Here, a rose, no pay.
You two look like you want to kidnap children from third world.
For free, she goes. You don't have to pay. I'm like, don't accept it.
Yeah.
And she goes, oh, thank you. And she accepts it. I'm like,
Fucking idiot.
Motherfucker. And then, so she accepts it. And then whatever, the fucking gypsy starts off on a rant.
About her kids and her family?
About her kids and her family
Yep.
and shit. And she's like, well, look, since I gave you the rose for free, give me some money now.
Yeah, exactly.
You know? And I'm like, I told you. And my ex-girlfriend, she was like, what? She was like, this fucking bitch. And then the gypsy started getting more aggressive.
Yeah, they get aggressive, yeah.
So then I'm like, do I step in with her? Because she got herself in that mess. So I'm like, you know what? I'm going to step in. I grab the rose from my girlfriend.
What a gentleman.
I shove it. I give it back to her. I'm like, take your fucking rose. That bro in Greek.
Take the rose, you dirty whore.
In the middle of Athens, bro. The lady, bro, the gypsy panics, bro, just takes off. She just dips. She was like, oh, fuck, okay, I'm sorry. My ex-girlfriend, my girlfriend at the time, she was like, you didn't have to get so aggressive. Like, didn't you see the bitch? You're welcome.
I remember years ago in Greece, so my grandma was down there, stayed with one of my sisters. There was a gypsy woman that figured out that she was soft. So she kept taking money from her every day.
Oh, no.
Telling her stories, sob stories. You know what it is, taking, and a lot of money, too. And then we figured it out one day. And I was like, what the fuck's going on? She's like, yeah, whatever. And then she's like, no, I feel bad. Also, she's gypsy. She's going to put a curse on me. I go, oh, a curse. Yeah, okay. I'll handle this.
What?
Studia la puedo morir. Fucking trying to take advantage of my I went fucking crazy. Never came back to the house. Yeah.
When I went to Athens for the first time with my wife, we were dating then. Anna's like been to Greece way more than either of us. Like she used to go every summer, but they're from Rhodes, right? Like she doesn't know the mainland at all. They go to the island and they stay there.
Yeah.
And it's pretty like secluded. Like there's not a lot of tourists where they live. There's not a lot of gypsies. It's just local Greeks, right? Which is great. So we're in Athens, and this little gypsy boy is making his way over to us slowly. I can see it. We're eating, right? We're at like a tavern. And I was like, Anna, listen, there's a gypsy behind you. Don't look him in the eyes. She's like, what the fuck? I just like, don't look him in the eyes. So this little dark-skinned child comes up, and he looks up with these big, sad blue eyes, and Anna makes the mistake. She goes like this, he's so cute. I'm like, no.
It's a ruse, woman. You're not in North America. This is different. People think that gypsies in Greece or in Italy are like homeless people here. It's not the same fucking thing.
No, they're a different.
It's a whole tribe of assholes.
Yeah, they're a different.
I mean,
breed,
I don't know
bro.
if it's a whole tribe of assholes.
It's a whole tribe of assholes, bro. I've had many run-ins with them.
Yeah.
Oh,
I haven't
dude.
had too many. I mean, I've had a few.
You know what you just said about
awesome.
approaching you? So, 2017 with my girlfriend. She's never been to Greece. First time. We're in Athens. Should we cab it? No. I tell her it's fucking easy. We can just because a hotel was Sidagma. So I go, it's fucking.
So the metro system's amazing.
Yeah. I go, the train's right in front. We take the train. It turns into a metro, and it stops us right there.
You're at
It'll
the
be
airport.
a fun ride. Yeah, you get to you see Sparta. You get to see different stuff on the ride. It'll be fun. Okay.
And you always get the added pleasure of hearing the Greek metro stations being called out.
Oh yeah, once you get it, but also you get to hear people.
Sigre?
It's just fun. Yeah, it's the best. By the way, it used to make me laugh too. So
This is the best because it's a beer.
I see gypsy kids coming in, gypsy teenagers, whatever, coming in, and right away, like from a distance, and I go, hold your shit. I go, because those are gypsies, and also
Those are gypsies.
and also don't interact, don't fucking talk. So the gypsies, they're walking around the kids, and you could tell like they're bouncing stuff. They're looking. They do two things. They look at shit that they can maybe steal, and two, people that they think are foreign, soft, and I could convince them to take stuff. So they're asking people. Greeks are like, fuck out of here, this and that. And I'm already angry. It just came from me on a plane.
Oh, no.
So I'm already angry. Yeah. And in my head, I go, yeah, you know what? Fucking say something. Fucking talk to me. Talk to me. Let's see how this is. So I'm walking. It's, Selma, she's just like, look around. They're coming.
Hello.
And as they're coming close,
Look at the small children.
Makriapo mena. Oh, right away. Okay, they go around. Okay.
Amazing.
Right away, like, okay.
Nothing beats my grandfather. They come near him, and he always walks with He doesn't have a cane. First of all, he doesn't need a cane. I don't know why he has one, but it's not really a cane. It's a shepherd's staff.
He's hilarious.
He just walks around with it everywhere in the city, and in the winter he puts a nail at the bottom so it doesn't fall for the ice. In Greece too, he has it with him all the time. Anytime a gypsy child comes, he starts going.
Yeah.
He just starts tapping it on the floor. If they get too close, he just right in the knee.
You know, the first time I ever met a gypsy in the 2000s, when I went to Greece when I was in high school, though, I felt fucking terrible because I saw it the same way people from here, like tourists, see it. I go, that's just a poor person that needs help. It took me a while to understand what's really going on. And you know how you get it? You get it by, you know, the fake ones that say, I gotta feed my kids. They have this whole sob story. We're hungry. My sister's the dummy who I first discovered this. Because like, okay, get them food. So she gets them food, or I get them, like, you know, when they don't accept it, they're like, no, I don't want food. So go fuck yourself. You know, I'm gonna fucking eat it. You're hungry, but you don't want. It's like, I want to eat. Okay, here's some food. Nah, money's better. Oh yeah, money tastes way better, huh? Get the fuck out of here.
Have you seen the gypsies here?
Huh?
Like we have straight up Roma here now.
I've never seen.
Like
gypsies
I was at
here.
Marché Central the other day, and this woman comes up to me with a little sign. And I was
yes,
like,
yes. There's a woman.
Right now?
Dude, there's an old woman that fuck with me here. Dude, you see her sometimes on Lackady. Yeah, I've seen her across the McD's on Lackady with a sign too. Yeah, I've seen her a handful of fucking times, and it shocked me at first because I thought it was a real person that's in need.
Oh,
no,
shit.
it's a gypsy.
It's a fucking gypsy doing the gypsy tactics.
No way.
Yeah, they're trying to do it in here.
Yeah.
I think we're just, you know, Europe's advanced in some stuff, like the gypsy stuff, and here we're advanced in other things. I think now certain stuffs like soccer's catching on here, so are the gypsies. Wow.
I mean, they go hand in hand.
Yeah.
I was thinking to myself, I go, what a bad business model. You leave Europe because the Europeans are onto you, right? You come to Montreal and you set up a Marché Central. Like, everyone around there knows who you are. Go downtown where the French people are. They won't know. They'll be, oh, la pauvre.
Yeah, they gotta think.
Go to the Mile End. Don't come up here. Everybody fucking knows. Everybody's ethnic.
Yeah, it's all a bunch of Arabs yelling at her.
Yeah, exactly. Greeks, Arabs, Italians are like, what are you doing? We're not giving you any money.
My first interaction.
But she was like working people over, man. I saw her. She went up to this guy and she was like, oh, I'm so hungry. And he's just looking at her. I don't know what he was. Like, he looked French Canadian. He was just like, you scare me. Here's some money. Like,
yeah, they get scared. Do
you remember the guy that always wanted to use somebody's cell phone?
Yeah, bro.
No?
And I remember the imbeciles that would let their phone get stolen. Are you fucking crazy?
Poseidons.
Are you fucking crazy? But he needs it. No, he doesn't need it. He wants your phone. What do you mean need it? Go to a fucking payphone. He'll go to a store. There's a million and one things. First of all, the excuses were always garbage. Can I use your phone? Because I'm supposed to be my brother here, and he's not here yet. But if I can call him from your phone because I don't have a phone, my phone died, then he'll know to meet me here. I'll just be a second. It's just so stupid, bro. People are so stupid. That shit I would never fall for. I'd be like, no, get the fuck out of here.
I think one time, because this guy, you actually let him like make a phone call. This was a long time ago, but we kind of.
Oh no, I didn't let him make a phone call. He used your phone, and we surrounded him.
My phone, my phone, and we surrounded him.
Yeah, because Poseidon was like, oh, okay, I'll let him use it. And I go, really, Poseidon? Okay. So then I moved from he can't run one way. And then the fun is this: he's walking and talking. He's looking around. He's like, oh no. He kept hitting different people, and then he's like, yeah, he doesn't pick up. I was like, yeah, you fucker.
Yeah.
Were you with me at the cafe when the budgie lady came asking for a phone?
The who?
Like 2-3 months ago.
The budget lady?
The budgie. No?
The bird lady.
This Asian woman walks up to the cafe. We're all outside, like having coffee, smoking, whatever. It was right before winter. And she goes, in French, she goes, excuse me, I was supposed, not a budgie, sorry. A parakeet. She comes up and she goes, hi, I'm supposed to buy a parakeet. Do you know where this address is? So I'm like, what's the address? She tells me it's Champagneur. I'm like, it should be right at the corner.
Yeah.
She's like, that's weird. I went and there's nothing there. So I map it. Like, we're a bunch of us, like all the regular people who were there. And she's like, and I put the ad, it doesn't exist.
It's Bob's Depiner.
I go, you must have put it down wrong, you know? She goes, can I use one of your phones? So I was like, nah, just straight up. Like, I'm like, no. I go, aside from the fact that we're living in a pandemic and I don't want you that near me, I don't know you.
Also, you've given me a fake address, woman.
Yeah, so one of the guys, I think it was Tony, like Big Tony. He's like, I'm going to call. I think I know the parakeet lady. And I'm watching this. I go,
how do you know who sells parakeets?
Apparently, there's a woman in Park X, a Greek woman, who, like, sells parakeets.
What?
Yeah, how weird is that? But it's not even. That's not the weird part of the
The
story.
weirdest thing is Tony's like, oh, the parakeet lady.
Martina. I know Martina, bro. We went to high school together.
That's so fucking funny.
So strange. The whole thing was strange and surreal. My
Wait,
watch
what
is
happened
telling me I
again?
need to stand up. Fuck my watch.
Wait, what's going on? Where is the story going? What happened?
No, I'm just saying, like, think of the phone thing. Think about it. You're walking around.
Well, was the
looking for
parakeet
everything
lady
too
real or
fast.
not, Phil? You have us
I
all in
don't know.
suspense
I
here. Was
walked-
there a
I walked
goddamn
away. I didn't
parakeet or
take
not?
my
We don't give a
fucking
shit about the
phone.
pandemic.
We wanna know
Listen,
if the
next
parakeet
episode of
lady
Fill My Hole, when I
exists.
come back, I'm gonna do a deep dive. We're gonna find the parrot lady, parakeet lady, whatever. Maybe
Who's
it wasn't a
selling
parakeet.
parakeets?
Maybe it was that other one. The that one.
What are you talking about?
I don't know. Fuck. I'm just tired.
I'm gonna
I'm just here, man. Just
I'm
do
gonna
my
flip this
best.
fucking table.
Trying.
Yeah.
Trying to keep Olga from committing hate crimes in the chat. She's hunting gypsies, apparently. It's
Olga,
crazy.
Olga's one of those odd Slavs, very hateful of other Slavs.
You mean one of those common Slavs?
Oh, is that they all hate each other?
Yeah, the Balkans are just murdering each other. The Serbians just like, we killed everyone first, but now we're better.
Yeah, the
You can trust
Serbians
us now.
did commit ethnic cleansing. That's true.
And they were good at it. They're efficient. I'm not saying it was a good thing. They were just good at it.
The Bosnians did it too, though. They were ethnic cleansing each other. They
No one ever
ethnically
talks about
cleansed
the
each other.
Herzegovinans.
They ethnically cleansed each other. They're like, I'm tired of you. I'm tired of you. I'm gonna clean you. I'm gonna clean you.
But I'm
And then
you.
they just blew each other, huh?
Yeah, they did a lot of fucking ethnic cleansing. Like a lot of people do that shit. China's doing
Yeah,
ethnic cleansing right now. The
China's
Turks,
doing it,
the
but we're not allowed
Turks
to
were
talk
committing
about
that. Like it's fucking crazy, bro. Like imagine to cleanse fucking Canada was doing it with the natives. It's fucking
That's
crazy.
what they were doing.
They're like an
Yeah,
entire
they're-
group of people. Let's just kill you. It's fucking insane.
this
If you think about it, how fucking wacky do you have to be? It's not even because you're at war or somebody did something to you.
They're just
It's
like,
just
because-
let me get rid of you
I don't like your face.
completely, all of you. Right? That's fucking insane.
Yeah, that's wild, bro.
Yeah.
It doesn't. I mean, I can't even comprehend how much hate you have to want to.
I don't think it's even hate.
It's hate, man. It's like a
You
different
think
kind
it's
of
hate? I think it's just insanity. You're like, fuck it.
It's hate.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, it's hate. It's not. I mean, it's partially insanity. There's a bit of insanity in there, like
Evil.
let's call it like if we're gonna categorize it and quantify it, I would call it one Milosevic of insanity.
One what? Sorry.
Yeah, Milosevic.
Oh.
Too deep cut for Poseidon.
My
What was
first.
that? Anyways, never mind.
Frank's spreading bullshit propaganda. The English
Frank.
deported everyone from Lackady. What are you talking about, bro? I drive on Lackady every day. People are still there. You're full of shit, this guy.
The English deported everyone from Lackady.
You disgust me, Frank, with your stupid
Wait, do you-
propaganda.
Does he mean Akadzi, like original Lackady, or Lackady the street?
He means the place.
Oh, okay. I was like, what happened? Because
I'm
I
just
know that
fucking
right
around.
now there's a lot of English people living on Lackady. They're gentrifying the area. So I was like, what's
Yeah,
happening?
the English went on Lackady Boulevard and started killing Arabs.
Wait, there's a place called Akadzi?
Yeah, Acadians, bro.
From Acadia?
Acadians, that's like what JC Surratt is. The people who fucking don't know how to speak French.
They have a place?
Yeah, bro.
Yeah,
I thought-
Akadzi.
Like New Brunswick and shit. I think they're also Acadians.
Those
Oh,
ones,
wait, so
yeah,
hold
those
on. If
French are
the New
Acadian.
Brunswick.
I don't know where Akadzi was.
If
in-
the New
in Europe
Brunswickians.
exactly.
The New Brunswickians are Acadians. Then how is
Are you asking or telling us now? Because we just told you that.
I'm asking. How?
Not all people.
They're
from New Brunswick
basically
are
it's
Acadian.
like imagine French people that can't speak French. That's Acadians.
Okay, let me do it simple. When the French came, some became Quebecois, but there was also another group of French people that came that were Acadians. Some of them went south and they became Cajuns, Cajun, and some of them stayed in New Brunswick.
It's interesting. Both
I mean, it is.
can't speak French.
Oh, it's a town.
No, now it's a town.
It's a
Oh.
region. It was a
Yeah.
region in France. I don't know.
Oh.
I think it's near Bretagne. Like, I'm not sure.
Interesting.
It is
Wow.
interesting. And they do speak French really funny.
Speaking of places that used to exist, have you guys
Just remember JC Surratt, bro, on the podcast. He wanted to say péché.
Nah.
They're like posh. I was like
Péché
pesh,
like a sin.
posh, pesh, posh, pesh, posh. Now you're fucking joking. Now you're fucking around.
Speaking of places that no longer exist and shit, or that were places, have you guys searched up the?
Don't say Atlantis. Don't say
no,
Atlantis.
no, the lost empire of Tartaria.
I'm gonna flip this fucking table. First of all, Tartar. We already went through this. It's not an empire. You misread it. It's
Talking about the
it's an
Tartars.
appetizer.
Oh,
The
god
Tatars.
damn it!
Yeah.
No. If you look up Great Mud Flood Reset.
Look up Great Mud Flood Reset. No, thank you.
The Tartarian, the Tartarian Empire. Like apparently they had wireless electricity and shit.
Oh, they had wireless electricity.
Apparently, there's crazy conspiracy theories about this empire. Wild shit, bro. It's
Are you talking about Tartarian or Tatarian?
Are you trying to say Tatooine?
No,
Are you talking about the Turkic tribe, the Tatars?
Maybe.
Yeah, they didn't have wireless electricity, the Turks. I'll tell you that much.
No.
I'm looking. What
Anyways,
is he talking
apparently
about?
it was
Honestly,
an empire. There's a theory that it's an empire lost in time. It's been wiped from the history books. It's very interesting.
Yeah. So what's
you've
the
been
most
watching too
interesting
many of
part
those
about
Amazon Prime documentaries.
it? Yeah, what's the most interesting part about it?
That they were an
wireless
empire and nobody
electricity.
talks about it.
Okay.
And that they had wireless electricity and that they were very advanced.
And this makes sense to you because?
No, it doesn't make. Hold on. This does not make sense to me.
Okay.
I just think it's very interesting for fiction.
Okay.
Like for fictional stuff.
I guess.
Like, just go read up about it. I found it very interesting.
Maybe I will. Maybe I won't.
I'm just curious. Like, what you're saying? They had wireless technology.
They had wireless electricity.
Where are they getting that from?
Are you talking about those Baghdad batteries?
I didn't do that much research, but apparently they had it. They're like.
How much research is
Yeah,
the research you did? Just
No,
so I
no.
know.
How much research did these researchers do? Because I'm saying apparently they had it, but what apparently they had? Like, for example, if they say, I think Poseidon has a cell phone, right? Why do you think Poseidon owns a cell phone? Well, I've seen him pull it out. There's videos of him talking about searching stuff on his phone. That's where I'm saying.
Basically, they go into their architecture was very weird. It was
Jesus.
very different, even for the region. They had
wireless.
Thank
electricity.
you, universe, that it's 11:56 right now. Thank you.
they had.
Thank you.
Look again. Why are you guys reacting like this? I am not saying I believe in this.
You don't understand. People in the chat are already calling bullshit on you. They're saying it's not even known as an empire.
Look, I'm just saying I pulled up theories, conspiracy theories that it was a
But
fucking
they're
empire.
not. But Poseidon, they're not lost. There are people. They exist today. The Tatars.
Oh, they do.
Yeah, they're just called
That's what we're trying.
retards.
That's why I'm making fun of you. They're just a bunch of Turks living up near Russia, on Caspian, I guess, or the Black Sea. What's up there?
Anyways, I just found it interesting for fictional
They're
purposes.
just Crimean
Wait, how
Turks.
how far back was this?
Max
47 years,
500
bro.
Max 500 years ago.
500 years ago?
No.
That's not even a long
It's not even
time.
a long time ago. What are you talking about? I mean, lost in time. It's 500 years ago.
Like they had a bunch of like flash fires and mud floods and shit, and that's how they.
But that was 500 years ago. We would have known if they had wireless electricity.
But that's what they're saying
500
is
years ago, that whole region was part of the Ottoman Empire.
that's what.
Everything's well documented. Everything.
Well, that's they're saying that's the theory. That's a conspiracy theory. That the history books lie.
So he's talking about something
Look,
else.
I
not
just
the
brought it
Tatars.
up because I found it interesting for fiction wise. You know what I mean? That like an alternate history. You know, that's it. That's all. That's the only reason I brought it up. I just find it entertaining.
Look, man, this is what I'm gonna tell
Calm
you.
down.
Next time you decide.
I mean, I'm okay with that. I believe I watch Bigfoot stuff, so whatever.
Yeah, but look, Poseidon, we're not here for your Turkish propaganda.
Oh Jesus fucking Christ!
We're not here for your Turkish ethnic
Oh wait, hold on.
state-sponsored propaganda.
Pause. He's okay. He's not talking about the Tatars. There's something called oh god, Poseidon. I really wish I wasn't trying to help you.
Oh, this is gonna be
Inside-
good.
Inside the Tartarian Empire, the QAnon of architecture.
I did not find it from QAnon.
Whoa,
I did not
No,
find
I'm
it-
not saying
whoa.
it's from QAnon.
Oh,
It's the
okay.
equivalent of a QAnon as far as architecture history goes. What is this? Poseidon, what kind of deep, dark hole did you send me down? What is this?
By the way,
Nonsense.
Enjoy,
Look.
but for fiction, it makes your imagination work, bro.
I was watching a document. I'm gonna give Poseidon. I'm gonna come in here and defend you.
Okay, thank you.
All right, you want some defense? I was watching a documentary on black holes,
Okay.
and they had Stephen Hawking.
Okay. This is gonna be good.
Stephen Hawking's bullshit.
What?
What?
I don't believe anything coming out of his robotic mouth.
He's dead.
I'll tell you something. I'll tell you what I saw. It feels
Tell
to me like there's a conspiracy afoot. It's just a vegetable of a man. And they were just saying whatever they wanted to say. He was just walking
I
around.
think he was just there. And
He was just being moved
checking
from room to room and like, you agree with me, Steven? And he's like, he agrees with me. It's fucking.
I absolutely agree with
Yeah, bro.
Steven.
It's fucking suspicious as balls.
So you think he's one of the
Super
greatest
suspicious.
scam artists of?
I think people are using him as a. Yeah, this guy knows. But the guy fucking can't move, can't anything. And you're like, yeah, he's doing calculations in his head right now. He's finding shit out about black holes. We have supercomputers that can't do that shit. But in his head, what are you talking about?
It's true.
Poseidon,
It's
what is
fucking
this
suspicious, bro.
thing you're talking about? It's crazy.
Phil, enjoy. It's very interesting.
Look, all I'm saying is I'm trying to take the heat off Poseidon by coming up with my own conspiracies here.
I have to say, it's pretty interesting. I mean, it doesn't.
I
There's
told you.
literally nothing legit so far that could even
No.
make me
I
think,
never.
oh, this
Again,
isn't-
I never said
No,
this
I'm
was
not saying you
legit.
did.
Hold on, but
I just thought
my
you were
theory
missing-
is my theory not more plausible?
It is very interesting though.
He was being used as a mouthpiece. You get it? He was a symbol.
No. Of high IQ.
No, he was a symbol of, I guess,
what
you
end?
know, astrophysicist or what. To what end? Just so that we'd go along with a lot of stuff, like probably for grants and shit. They'd be like, yeah, I'm telling you, there's evidence that this is how it probably is. Are you sure? Yeah, fucking Hawking said it, man. Just give us some money. That's what it feels
I
like.
don't know about that.
Nobody's
I'm
gonna
not
bully
getting on board
a
on this one.
vegetable.
No one's gonna bully a vegetable.
No.
You ever fought with a carrot? No, because they're delicious. But yeah, no, it seems
Get
too
that music.
suspicious. Like I was watching him and I was like, I don't know,
I don't know
bro.
about that.
I don't know. Wait, you don't know about it? So what I'm saying doesn't seem suspicious to you?
It does seem suspicious though. I'll be
I've
honest.
never heard him peddle anything that I felt was worthy
No.
of
I never.
being
Okay,
suspicious of.
forget peddling. I'm saying it's suspicious. I don't think he had all his functions. Bro, watch a documentary with him in it. He's literally just being wheeled out there. He's a vegetable. And then they're like joking with themselves. And like you find that funny, right? And he does nothing. And they're like, he thinks it's hilarious.
Ha,
He's just there. No, he's not even saying haha. He's just there sitting there. And they're like,
I don't
he
know.
gets it. He knows. It's fucking crazy.
His face.
Yeah, it's completely insane. It's completely insane. Because if he was saying at least the haha thing, because I found out how that thing is supposed to work, it's through his cheek. He's deciding what to write. But let's say he wrote something through his cheek. Okay, haha, he knows funny. But they're answering for him. So this is what's happening, Steven. No. You feel me. You feel me.
He feels it.
It's
He
like a
feels
fucking
it.
dude. It's like The Office. It's kind of like everyone around him is Steve Carell. That's how it feels. Like, so I was watching this, I was like, wait a second, this is fucking weird. Like, there's literally nothing telling me that guy's conscious right now.
I guess you're kind
They're
of
just,
right. I
they
mean,
would
I
wheel
felt
him in
around.
from room to room and be like, "You feel me, dog?" And he's like this. Yeah, he feels me. He feels. It was crazy. It's crazy. It's like a cartoon. So I watched one scene and I was like, "Oh, that's just my head. That's just funny. He's gonna say something soon." And then he's like, "Where's? Oh, I can't wait. Me and Steven, we're gonna shoot the shit. I haven't seen him in a while. I swear to God, that's what they're saying. We haven't seen each other in a while. Oh, we get together, we have fun, we party. All of us in here. That's what they're saying. We get nerdy and then we party. And then someone wheels him in. He wheels him in, like and they're showing him stuff on the screen. They're like, right. And he's like, this the whole time. And like, right? You feel, yeah. And then no response, no computer, nothing. They're like, he fucking gets it. It's crazy. It's crazy. I was like, what the fuck is this? What the fuck is this?
happening right now?
So then I had to, because I was so shocked, I had to Google and find out how the writing thing. I go, maybe it doesn't make a sound. Maybe it's fucking telepathy and they're getting the answer. Like, what's happening here? So I look at it. I go, no, it's supposed to be his cheek muscle, and he selects a word, whatever word he mostly would.
No, it's his eyes. It's his eyes. He
No.
looks at the screen. It's
No,
tracking. No,
that's what I thought it was too. But no, it's I had to look into it. It didn't tell me the thing because he has a muscle here and it goes and depending on which way he twitches. Anyways, it seems super complicated. But even that, they go where we'll just kind of go with what we think based on what he normally does and what he used to say. We read all of his documents. What we think he would say in this situation. And I was like, that's a little fucked up. That's pretty vague. Like the guy could be saying, "Help me," and they're like, "Yes, interstellar." Like, it's fucking weird. So anyway, yeah, he wasn't saying anything, and they're like, he gets it. He agrees. So it was just weird. It was weird seeing someone
what
who's
did he
not...
have? What happened to him? I don't remember.
I don't know, but they also said they used to fuck a lot, right? He had a lot of mistresses.
I mean, when he was mobile.
Was he ever mobile? I've never seen him mobile.
He was, yeah. They made a whole biopic about him where you get to see what his life was like.
Oh, that's when he
before,
was sexing
whatever.
up the ladies?
He was sexing up the ladies on campus, yeah.
Yeah.
He was
Anyways.
the big man on campus.
Uh,
Get in that campus.
He developed motor neuron disease when he was in his early 20s. Most patients with the condition die within 5 years. And according to the Motor Neuron Disease Association, Average life expectancy after diagnosis is 14 monts.
Oh, so he fucking beat the shit out of that.
He fucking
Yeah.
beat the odds. Or
He's a
you're
tough
right,
cookie.
and he had been dead for years.
No,
and they were
I
just
don't think he
parading
was
him
dead.
around.
I'm starting to believe that in the later years, at least, he was just a vegetable, and they were just using him like fucking Weekend at Bernie's. Like they were just using him as like a figurehead, you know, because it's very important for the scientific community. Because it doesn't make, dude, go. That's fuck. It's on Netflix right now. I was watching yesterday about black holes or whatever. That's when I noticed. I was like, wait, what the fuck? Because I'm
Yeah, I
waiting
know
for.
what you're talking about. Yeah.
Yeah, so he just wheels him in. He's like, you get it? He gets it.
I
He didn't
watched that
fucking
Bill
say
Nye
anything.
Documentary. He was fucking weirdo.
He didn't fucking say anything. Yeah, the guy in the documentary is weird. They're all weird. I was like, what the fuck's going on here? And then you see that repeatedly, and you're like, you know what? This is why conspiracy theories start. This is very suspicious. It could just
think
be
that
my
was a
comedy.
lovely-
It could just be my comedy brain that I just find it funny and weird, and no one else
Maybe.
does. It could just be me.
It could also be your Park X Cafe brain looking for the darkness.
No, I don't
The
even. I'm
conspiracy.
not even looking at it because I'm not saying it's. I'm not saying there's anything evil. They're not
It's
gaming.
malicious.
It's
Yeah,
not-
yeah, yeah.
It's
I get it.
just
I understand.
he's the icon. So like, no, we're gonna keep him around for. But it's just, guys, like you're answering your own fucking questions.
Oh man.
And the best is they're next to him and they're showing him stuff on the screen, and the guy's like, so I think that. Actually, hold on. No, I know what you're gonna say. No, but I'm thinking that he hasn't said it. He's literally doing this the whole time. Some of the times, the best times is you're showing him shit on screen when his eyes are fucking closed. That's the best. His eyes are fucking closed, and he's like, and they're like, yeah, I think this. Oh, yeah. I know what you're thinking, but it's not that. No, it's like, how the fuck do you know what that guy's thinking? He doesn't know what the
knows,
fuck he's
bro?
thinking at this point.
I mean, you've opened up a can of worms, my friend.
Yeah. Guys, investigators, investigate.
Holes
Investigato.
to fill.
Figure that out. I mean, like I said, even if we find out that they were just fucking around for the last couple of years,
Changes nothing.
changes absolutely nothing. So don't
Yeah.
put too much energy into it. I just mean, perhaps
I
the
won't.
comedy skit waiting to happen. I don't fucking know. But there's something
Maybe.
weird in this. Yeah.
All right, it's a lovely note
Poseidon,
to
cue
end
the
on.
music. We stayed overtime today. That's how much we like him. And it was all about black holes. Phil joined us late, but join him. He's got a podcast. It's called Fill My Hole. It's all about black holes in space. Is what I meant in case you were thinking otherwise. Phil also expert filmmaker, professional commercial maker as well. He's been making commercials for the big boys. You ever heard of Tim Hortons? So is he. He uses that coffee to stay up late to make commercials for businesses. So if you want your
that
business
coffee.
to go from average business, perhaps high school style business, to professional AAA business, you need a good commercial. You need to show people that you're the best. Head over to phil.battles.com. Look at the links in the description. Click on it. Hire Phil as long as he's hireable. The guy does have a busy schedule. Plus, he has a wife and kids, and he's moving. It's a little difficult. But if you get him, I guarantee you that your business is going to look way more legitimate than the garbage it looks like right now. Don't forget our boy from Just Us Dads, George Tadrizos, another man who has businesses. Links in the description. Watch his podcast, 2 of them. One already started 6 minutes ago. Just Us Dad is already on YouTube right now. So if you're tired of this and you want to watch another podcast, go check out Just Us Dads. The Poseidon69 on Instagram and Twitter, and twitch.tv/ThePoseidon69 to catch our producer Poseidon playing against children. Also for the patrons, we will be starting up movie nights soon. Soon we'll be starting movie nights again. We'll be watching movies with you on Patreon. Patreon is the place to be if you want exclusive content, you want to get stuff early, you want to get podcasts that no one else is going to get except for the patrons, and you want movie nights. Plus, that's where we're going to sell tickets first. And you can win merch. Patreon.com/Pantelis. Join us. Support the nation. Join the nation. Thank you guys. And remember, Stephen Hawking, a fucking fraud. Go fuck yourselves.
Bye, guys.